Hello, hello, hello. We are back playing some more Baldur's Gate 2. Now, where we left off last time, we were in Trade Meet, just having finished up all the various troubles, druid-related stuff around here. And at the celebrations, we received a new quest, a rather competing offers of work from the Alabakar estate and the Luruxol estate, which is what we're going to pick up now. We'll head to one, then the other, see what they have to say for themselves. Let's see who we want to work with, or if there is, and I suspect there might be, possibly something of a way to get the better of both of them, make them work together, something like that, rather than a one way or the other option. So very first of all the questing we did last time leveled up Minsk. We'll deal with that. Let's see, level up. Oh, level 2 spell slot. You're getting better at this, Minsk. Better, Thaco. 3 hit points. I'll do the usual reload trick, but I believe, yeah, Minsk is a high enough level now that he's not gaining variable HP anymore. He just gains 3 HP on level up. Yep. Which I believe is just his constitution modifier, is how this works. Yes. Get him a level 2 spell now while I'm here. What do I want to give you? Barkskin, I could give you a charm. Not the most useful. I'm good at finding traps. If I get rid of Jan in favor of someone else at a later point, though, bring back Yoshimo in, he's good at traps, but I don't think this spell is really going to do it. Yeah. Must concentrate one round, which will effectively interrupt any interaction. If it was an ability to work over time, that could be useful to run, but could give you resist fire or cold. Not a very good duration on this. I mean, it'll work for a decent amount of time because it scales with level. And it's something I'll actually need to remember to put on manually. I could just grab him a slow poison ability. Sure. Sometimes Minsk is out by himself, he gets poisoned, and if he can cure it himself rather than me having to run Jahiro or Ren over to deal with it, that would be lovely. So I believe the way the quest was given to us, which I've checked dueling families of trade meet. Both, Lilith, Thraxel, Lord Scarman, Alabakar approached me separately. So Scarman, he offered, well, he was a bit more direct about if I see you working with Lilith, I won't want to work with you. Lilith was not quite like that, so we'll head over to him first, get his his take on it, after we speak to Jahira here. I worry sometimes. Ren, do you worry about missing friends? About those missing or lost? Of course you do. I don't know what prompted me to ask. Yep, she's still not dealing well with the lead. You do not mind? Yes, I hope to spare them the pain of loss I felt. Those I spent time with the child, their absence is a great loss to me. Yep, Imoen, so Imoen, Brian, Candlekeep, everything there. Some were valuable to the group. I hope to recoup that loss as soon as possible. No, I don't know either, because it is none of your business. Keep your topics to the matter at hand. And do not be impolite. She's grieving. Yeah, those I spent time with the child. Their absence is a great loss to me. I'm not sure why I brought it up. I just needed to know that the living and dead are still in mind. They grow distant, but vengeance must still come. I am becoming used to the aftermath of death, but I will not forget what must be avenged. There must be closure. I must do this even as we, move on. I know this better than any other. Old wrongs will not be forgotten. That is good to know. Those names beyond Those passed beyond will be glad that we do not carry them as a burden, but that we seek justice in their names. I don't brood all the time. I was just thinking of the past and what is to come. I'm trying to balance, well, enough whining for today. Let's move on.
Hello. What's up?
Speak to one of the guards
Sure
out
thing.
front.
May the gods look upon you kindly.
Yep. I've been told that Lord Scarmain expects you. You may enter.
Uh-huh. Need some? Can do.
You have a lot of armed guards. I wonder if there might be a situation where we have to fight these guys. Money on the table. Pocket some of that. Enchanted sling bullets. Cheeky and open locked one?
Yes, yes.
Of course I will. Locked ones are where some of the good loot can be. Jan, that is not where I told you to go, Jan. Better. No traps?
Hi. No problem.
Does not seem to be any traps.
I can do that.
Bell necklace. That to Nero once we're closer.
Yep, consider it done.
So, you asked for me, my lord?
Do not touch me. Speak and be done with it.
Hello once again, Wren. It is pleasing to see that you do not respond to the call of that harlot, Lady Lilith. The woman is too deluded to see the truth, as I said, a commoner that has risen above her station. Our two houses have been feuding for generations. The Luruxal seem to be possessed of the notion that their family founded this town. What an absurd thought. Why they would even presume such a thing, I have no idea. It is sad, however, that the Alabacars have never had the evidence to prove our claim to them, though it galls me that we would need it. All that has recently changed. An old tome belonging to my family states that there is proof. That proof can be found right here in Trademeat. In the graveyard is a tomb that has been long abandoned, but which also houses the founder of the town, my ancestor. With him lies a large circlet called the Mantle of Walkeen. Possessing that circlet would be all the proof I need, so I wish to acquire it. I would do so myself, but there happens to be a good reason the tomb is abandoned. It is haunted, so they say. The exact nature of its danger I do not know. You're a hero who surely could face its perils and return safe with the mantle, yes? In return, I shall pay you 1,000 gold. Now, I am about to cross the street and go make the same deal with Lilith, so I don't really think I'm going to be extorting him for too much money. I will say, are you certain you want me disturbing a tomb or the buried dead? Do not be squeamish, Wren. You've done this before, no? And besides, the haunted tomb has long been a nuisance. I'm sure the town will look on this as yet another feat of your heroism. Very well, I'll do it. Very good. I shall give you the key then, which will allow you into the tomb. The key itself having been in my family for some time as well. More proof, yes? Go then, and return with the mantle. Got a key here. Offered as proof. I would be willing to bet, if I went to Lilith first, she would have also given me a key. And quite possibly also claimed that her possession of it is proof of her claim to the mantle. Tomb used to be a place of burial for trade meets elite, but sealed off for many years because of trouble from within.
Hello. Yep.
This building? Yes, this building. Hey, Rosard. Kind of busy to do your quest. I've got things to do. Hopefully I'll remember to come back and pick him up, deal with the whole Salune stuff.
What's up? You betcha.
We have a door, closed, open doors. This place seems a bit bigger than the other mansion. Behind the door is a gloom-filled, musty closet with nothing of interest. That's curious. I wonder if that's something that was originally intended to be a room there, or if there will be a room later on after circumstances have changed. Ooh, mosaics. Fancy. No one here? I'm not just missing someone, am I? Speak to one of the guards.
May the gods look upon you kindly.
Yep, be gone, dog. We know full well the work of the Alabacar, so take your presence away from our lady's house. Never mind, I only get to pick one.
Uh-huh.
Whatever, made the choice. I could reload and see what she has to say instead, but run with this.
Hey,
Neba. Hello there, you're adventurers, aren't you? I want to be an adventurer. I remember you from the first game.
Need something? Sure thing.
So remember you'll be very annoying and follow me along. Where'd you get that cloak? I want one. But
hey,
I like that sword. You have to sharpen it. If we finish all of your dialogue,
hey,
can you sign my shirt? We get something for it.
hey,
Are you going to kill the druids? Can I watch? I've already done that, mate. I killed a rabid rabbit. I'm experienced now.
hey,
We've been to many places. Mind if I tag along? People say I ask too many questions. Do you think so too?
Hi.
hey,
What's a cleric?
Yep, can do.
Not following, Neba? Oh, there he goes.
hey,
Do you have to study spells? Can I see one?
hey,
We should go find Walkeen. That'll be a great adventure. Have you ever seen a dragon? Wow.
hey,
I want to see Athkatla. I hear the streets are made of gold.
hey,
I want to go to the Underdark. I've heard there's cool stuff there.
hey,
You killed the genies. I can tell them that you're gonna.
hey,
You aren't gonna throw rocks at me now, are you?
hey,
You've been really nice to me. I'll give you some rocks that other people throw at me. You just gotta promise not to throw them. Here. Yep. 1,000 gold. Sorry, 1,000 quest experience, and your hero managed to level up off that. Plus 2 bullets. Very good to see you again, Neba, my friend.
Nature's servant awaits.
So, I believe this will be a druid level up on her? Yes. That up to level 12 druid. Points 1. Check again, but I believe she's also at the point like Minsk, where she, yep, is just getting a flat amount of HP per level up now. Level 1 spell, level 2 spell, level 3 spell, level 6 spell. Oh, excellent. Another cure light wounds. Yeah, you're a primary healer and we keep running out of healing, so... Else, another charm. Or a bark skin, but it's not like I ever use it. I'm going to resist fire and cold on... There might be a situation becomes obvious that that would be a good idea to use. Zone of sweet air could be useful. Keep up. So what this does, yeah, repels noxious elements, poisonous vapors, including stuff like cloud kill. Those big area effect fog spells that can be quite annoying, arid and and linger for a long while. This would let her dispel those. I think that's a good idea. Level 6. Yeah, I do like... What I really want to get is another level 5 spell so I can just keep Harper's Call in effect. That way I wouldn't have to worry too much about someone actually dying in battle. She could just bring them back up. Okay, so we have harm, which I've not had most use out of, but what other 6th level spell do I want to go? Yeah, reverse missile weapons, which is cute. Loris Decay. Saving throw versus poison -2 penalty. Yeah, okay. Automatic slow and potentially dealing a lot of poison if they fail the saving throw. I could get you a summoning spell, Fire Elemental. 6% chance, 12 hit die, 35% chance, 16 hit die, 5% chance, 24 hit die. Even a 12 hit die elemental is kind of on level with us, which makes this a lot more appealing than some of the lower level spells. I wonder what 12 hit die animals would be. Normal giant size animals. And then we have conjure animals, which has a longer range if that ever becomes relevant. Same duration. 1 or 2 massive mountain bears. Yeah, I might give her a summon. The conjure animals, animal summoning. I'm curious to see what these... I mean, it's 12 hit die or less. Like, we'll go with the summon the bears. We'll see how they do. And then I might swap over to the fire elemental at some point, see how that does.
Hi. Okay.
So this will be the crypt. We poke our heads around here. Who's up? Oh, on the militia wizards. Yeah, no one coming to go talk to me or anything if I open the gate.
Greetings once again.
There we go. Hi, Merchant Logan Copreth. A moment of your time, Wren. I understand that you have taken a commission from a noble family to enter the tomb and retrieve something from it. I have no objection. The tomb has been a sore point for far too long, and if anyone can do something about that, I'm sure you are the one. But I am concerned about what you may retrieve. The mantle. It belongs to an ancestor of 2 families. They each is sure to claim it as theirs alone. Yeah, they're both descendants of the original founders, and the family split. Okay. This can end only in bloodshed. I cannot offer the gold that the nobles have. In the name of peace, I ask you bring the mantle to me once it is found. I'll not force you to, however. Perhaps things are not as bad as I fear, and I shall leave your actions to your conscience. Yeah, and that's the alternative path ending I was looking for, and I do think that'll be what I'll do. I'll grab the mantle, take it to Logan. He can deal with it. But before we head down, we are injured, we are low on spell slots. We've been running around adventuring for a while. So we'll go poke our heads into this hub building here. I believe they had rooms available.
Sure thing.
And have a night. What's going on up here? Oh, 2 guards fighting. Okay, from the 2 houses. That is very cute. I'm glad I came in here before doing the quest.
Do not disturb my duties.
The fool. Should know better than to take on an Alakabakar better. I spit upon his foul body. The Tui. Chainmail, longsword. Nothing
Hello.
worth looting off the corpse.
Can do.
Never had rats. No, sir.
Well, if it isn't the heroes who have saved the town. Walnut, my lord. Do come in and have a seat. You're more than welcome at Beatrice's Inn. What can I do for you? What can you tell me about the feud between the Laroxals and the Alabacars? Ah, both of those families are fools. Rich fools. Nobody but them really cares which is the true founding family, and if Lord Logan is correct, they stem from the same family anyway. But they'll never believe that. Their relations and guards been battling for many years, sometimes to open violence. One of these days they'll take it too far. When I just saw a man be murdered in your pub. So, what's the story with this haunted tomb? Now that is a good question. The tomb in our graveyard has been abandoned for many, many years. The stories say that an evil wizard was locked in there when he was alive, and there he died. The town waited months to reopen the tomb, and when they did, the corpse of the wizard vowed revenge and tried to escape. The priest of Ralkeen turned him within and resealed the tomb. And so it has remained. Personally, I give the story short shrift. There's never been much of a peep. There's never been as much as a peep from that tomb. There's a small thing within, I'm told. But you would not find me venturing within, that's for sure, eh? Thank you very much. Useful information. Anyway, I can see your services, of course. Anything for the heroes of trade need. Oh, up to a noble room. None but the most pampered dandy would have complaints with these accommodations. I will... Wow, you sell some expensive alcohol. I will buy the very cheap Willand Ale, please. Lord Loken's sister, Lady Aura, is the leader of the Riatavan rebels. The council's giving him heat over this. That's why trade meat hasn't had any help from the capital. With Ralkeen, our patron goddess of trade, gone, it's open season in the markets. Corruption is everywhere. And I'm now too drunk.
You're not mercenaries, are you? I hate those money-grubbing scum.
And sleep it off. With the company of the floor rat. You're getting iron skins back up. Mince, use some healing spells on yourself.
Swords, not words!
Nature's servant awaits.
Uh-huh. Need something?
There you go. We're still not fully healed up. We're a bit
No
better than
problem.
we were.
Do not touch me. Speak and be done with it.
I suppose this had to happen. Now that things being restored to normal, feud begins once again. We're into the fight up there. Those two families have been nothing but problems for this town. I'm surprised Lord Logan doesn't order their death. They certainly are asking for it if scenes like this continue. Attention everyone. There will be no further brawling in this area or any involved with the arrested. You all know how the Luruxals and Alibacars can be, yes? Do not get involved, I warn you. Lord Logan will be informed of this incident immediately. Calm down and return to your business at once.
Hi. Consider it done.
Off to the crypt we go.
Yep.
Walking once again past facade. The howling of wolves in the distance.
Hello.
Here
Yep,
we
yep, yep.
go. Yep, just a small chamber like we were warned. Alright, never got armor up, did I? Skeletons. This should not be too bad.
Don't yell. I can hear you just fine.
Some magic missiles flying.
What's up?
We will want to switch to clubbing people in the face rather than shooting them at
Jon
range.
Johnson at your service. Be quick with it. Minsk and Bull stand ready.
Ready for anything.
What's happening over here? Summoning? Summoning more skeletons in. Skeleton Warriors of magic resistance.
Uh-huh.
Come on guys, keep fighting.
What do you want, groundling?
I await your
About
move.
time we got to business.
Whoops.
Next
Oh,
swing.
for the love of... Oh, for the love of crumb cake. That was...
Mira's critically missing. Simple enough engagement. No, I was thinking there might be a little bit of a dungeon crawl here, but just some skeletons to beat up. Although, am I immediately seeing? Oh yeah, pretty sure I saw the mantle.
Marvelous tale, gnome. Well told, well told. Only blight on ye is that trimmed beard and that old-some pointy pickle hanging off your face.
I'm glad Corgan is getting along well with Jan. I do like Corgan.
Need something?
The gems, that is the Mantle of Valkene. Golden circlet within the sealed tomb found in Trade Meat Cemetery. The circle is tarnished with age. One can still make out Valkene's symbol on the circlet. And 2 enchanted swords. Yep, +1. Which we can sell for money.
I have had to drop what you gave me. I have only 2 arms and no more space.
In which case, Corgan, you are now the one carrying the additional things. And yep, no inventories to examine in here.
Hi. You betcha. Okay.
And to Lord Logan Coppereth. Hand in this mantle. See how this works out. Hopefully it de-escalates the feud and doesn't
Well met
means we
and
don't end up with
welcome.
further violence. Genia, please, my lord, may I speak to you? My name is Genia, and I come to you on behalf of my son, Tyrus. He's very frightened, my lord, too frightened to even leave our home. Please, you are such a hero of this town. I beg you to come and speak to him, to see what has frightened him so and perhaps help him. Help him if I can. Where is he? Yep, I'll help him if I can. Where is he? Oh, thank the gods you are so merciful. Tyrus is at our home, the one just north of the Alabakar estate. I believe I saw it labelled on the map. Please come though as soon as you're able. I so despair seeing him like this. Yep. Another quest. I will pick that up the moment I hand this one in.
You must gather your party before
Venturing
forth.
forth.
Hello. Sure thing.
Greetings once again.
Greetings once again. Greetings, Ren. How goes the quest in the tomb? Do you bring the mantle to me, so that this feud of the Lurksols and the Alabakars may be ended? Yes, I have the mantle. Take it so that my involvement with these families is done. Thank you. Here is some coin. I know it is not as much as you might receive from those families. Still, it is the right thing to do. Thank you.
I
and a
haven't been
reputation
this pleased
bonus.
with a group of folks since the Cormyreans sent the price of turnips through the roof during the onion famine.
And, we now have a high enough reputation that we get the reputation comments off people.
I'd better times drowning face first in gutter water, bleeding from every orifice, don't you know?
And Corgan does not like the wear a high reputation group.
Our actions are good and will serve the greater balance.
Everyone's chiming in. Minsk, Nira, you got anything to add? It's those 3. Looks like it. 8,000 XP, a little bit of gold, but yeah, that reputation is useful. The higher rep you have, the cheaper things
What's
get in
up?
shops, I believe.
Can do.
Like, that should well outpace the 750 gold less. I'm not taking elsewhere. I wonder what happens if I talk to these guards. They comment on what I just did.
No problem.
May the gods look upon you kindly.
Yep. I'm not to speak to you. What you did with the mantle was foolish.
Need something?
Well, being a fool is better than being attacked. So, I will accept that outcome. And now to Tyrus. Restore. Genia.
Hi.
That Tyrus at the back. Tyrus.
Consider it done.
Stone skin, stone skin. That is right. I need to get my armor up.
Top of the day to you.
Our boy is in trouble, my lord. Anything you could do to help him would be appreciated. Truly.
Well met and welcome.
Oh, thank you for coming, my lord. Thank you. Please speak to Tyrus. Find out what is wrong with him. Maybe you can help. What seems to be the matter, Tyrus? Oh, you are one of the heroes that everyone is talking about, aren't you? You stopped the druids and the genies. Maybe you could help me. It's all so terrible, I hardly know where to begin. My love, Raisa and I, we were coming home 2 days ago, not far from here. It was late, and I heard a strange noise come out of the shadows. I thought perhaps it was another attack by the animals, but a large man leapt out of the darkness at me and knocked me out. I remember nothing until I woke up. When I did, I saw a man tying, that is a T, not an L. I saw a man tying Raisa to a chair. He was the one who had leapt at me. I stirred as my head ached. I was not immediately aware that someone else was in the room. I suppose the other must have heard me, because he approached. I saw him, my lord. I turned to him, I saw him. There was a man or a creature that looked like a man, but he had no skin. All I saw was his sinew, his muscles and sinew. He hissed a dreadful sound and tried to grab me. I was frightened and I leapt back, barely out of his reach. The man by Rysas yelled at him to grab me, and the skinless creature shouted back at him, angry, and I fled as quickly as I could. I heard someone running behind me, but I didn't dare look. I heard it shout behind me once. It said that it would get me, that it would find me, and when I stopped running eventually, I didn't hear it anymore. I came here to hide, my lord. I'm frightened to go out. What manner of creature could this be? What kind of magic would create a horror such as this? I do not know who to turn to. The militia, they can do nothing against such a creature, I am sure. And I feel so ashamed. I left my Risa behind, left her to die. Please, my lord, will you help me? Will you find my Risa and bring her back to me? I will try, but I'll need more information. Thank you, my lord. I am very grateful. If you could do whatever you can. As for more information, well, let me think. The skinless creature did say the name of the man with the knife. He shouted when the man told the creature to grab me. He called the man Rejake. Rejake? How do we decide on that? But no, I know him. That's what I was thinking. That is the Skinner, the tanner back in the city who we found, who was killing people, skinning them, all that nasty stuff. And I'd already thought of that. So it's going to be out in the hills. So we found that note, which is still on here, I believe. I'll take a look at that after I finish speaking to Tyrus, but I think that will tie into this quest. Rejak, are you sure? Yes, sir. Very sure. Why? Do you know that name? This is the evil killer who takes skins that do not belong to him. We have discovered him, Ren. We must take the boot heel to his ways. Oh no. Then you must find Risa soon. If he has not already killed her. Oh, I should have saved her when I had the chance. I should have tried. Please, the creature brought me to the woods near the southwest gate. Go there, I beg you, and find out what has become of her. Perhaps this man and this creature yet remain there. Hoping Tyrus in trade meet.
Yep.
So, not out in the hills, like I initially thought, in near the town. Southwest gate, so woods out here, in this corner, by where the Jinn were. The note I mentioned, which I want to examine first, Tanner's letter. I'm bid to write this by those we serve. You who carry out the work, I am your humble servant. When at last you need the final ingredient for the grand project, I shall be the one who brings it to you. Meet me in the hills of Umar. Single identity purchase of the book, History of Zentarum. This will identify you, for I do not know your name, nor should I. The need for security's powers, you must utter my secret name, constructed with the name of your immediate master. Yeah, and then there's a displacement cipher of the name of the immediate master. Alright, and it's not Ryjek, because Ryjek is one of the two people talking here, and this is referring to a third person. So we don't know what the cipher's off.
Hello.
Hopefully,
Yep.
we'll find a clue to that around here somewhere. Head over, poke around the forest, see what we can find. Woods by the southwest gate. And this is the southeast gate, I'm realizing that now. We'll poke along the bottom. See if anything stands out to us. You four are still standing around. Did you see anything? That'll be my next port if I can't find anything on the ground.
I trust all is well.
Baldur Moor, hold! I would know what manner of creature you be before I lower my guard. I could ask you the same question. I'm definitely not a simple half-elf, nothing more, so... Fairly said. You have not attacked me, a lone victim, though it's unlikely you are the creature I seek anyway. Its base evil cunning would not be so bold. That said, it's quite fair to say that you do not know who I am and may attack me regardless, especially if you are at all aware of the capabilities of my prey. I am Darcidian Moor, and I hunt a creature known as the Skin Dancer, a man-like beast without true flesh of its own. Now, will you reveal your name? Yeah, and so we're going to be dealing with shapeshifters, things which can impersonate other people. I mean, from this point out, including here of Darcidian, we cannot be certain of anyone's identity. They may have been replaced, they may be in multiple places at once, because there's one person who is the actual one and one person pretending to be them. I mean, all sorts of shenanigans going on. So do we name drop Rajake? Sure, if this guy knows anything, either because he's working for Rajake or he's hunting Rajake, then that'll be more information. If we do not let the information slip ourselves, he's unlikely to try to lead us with more. I could also name drop the victim, Risa, which could be interesting. If he's a hunter, he won't know anything. If he is one of the kidnappers, he might know something and will respond. Yeah, I will name drop the victim. I seek to rescue a woman named Risa. The murderer I do not know, but the creature you describe is none other than my quarry, and if he has this woman in his possession, then we must move quickly. Okay, no immediate reaction to the woman's name. He would only capture a victim if he meant to use his dark magic to create another like himself. Otherwise, he would have consumed her flesh on the spot. And that previous line, I reckon that would have fit regardless of if we answered 1 or 3 on that prompt. Okay, so they can turn other people into more of them. No, we must follow the leads I found here and confront this creature once and for all. Tell me then, will you aid me in killing this creature of evil? Tell me where this creature is first. My only intention is to rescue the victim. Yes, I'll go give you the murderer who was with the Skin Dancer must be stopped to surely this creature itself. No, you go. Rescue the girl if you can. No, I don't trust your motives. I mean, tell me where the creature is first. I intend to rescue his victim. A noble cause, but not easily accomplished. Skindance's lair is just north of the east gate, in a walled-off section of town with an orange pavilion. Okay. I intend to travel ahead and scout the area. Meet me there as soon as possible. Okay, he's going to go off-map and presumably be replaced while we head there. That's what my genre savviness is telling me will happen. Let's see what happens if I never let him out of my sight. He's probably just going to walk a little way and then disappear. Yeah, into the nearest door and vanish. Yeah, while he's off screen, some bad things are going to happen. I believe that is the orange tent. So, wander back the way we came. Since you guys are going that way, you might as well stop in the courtyard rather than walk all the way through the gate to rendezvous.
I trust all is well.
Ren, you have come. The creature was about to kill the maiden here, and I was forced to intervene. His human accomplice is only unconscious, however. Okay, yeah, so you are almost certainly not the original. Obsidian Moore is dead. That is the assumption I'm working off at this point. So what's the lie? The creature was about to kill the maiden here. I was forced to intervene. His human accomplice is only unconscious. I knocked him out. He was going to kill me. Quickly, Ren. I've been badly hurt, and I do not know if this human accomplice will rise soon or not. Kill him now while we have the chance. Yeah, Rise has also been replaced. Yeah, Rise has also been replaced. Kill him, please. Rajak lies unconscious. Gideon has asked me to kill him.
What's up? You
Let's
betcha.
question these ones. Yes, Rajak does legitimately appear to be unconscious. Makes me wonder a bit what happened here. What you want me, please? You must go and kill that horrible man.
I trust all is well.
Quickly, do not stall Ren. You must kill him before he rises. You don't know how powerful he truly is. Where is the skin dancer, Darcidian? Where is it? It is dead, as I said. Its body has crumbled. That is its nature. You are not good at lying. Enough. I can take no more of this. Your plan was a more ironic one, Darcidian. Rajak, you fool. This was your only chance to fake your death and escape once and for all. I've no patience for it. Let us kill them and take their skins. We can announce my death anyway. Come, it ends here. Rajak Hidesman. Yeah, Darcidian Moore. So what's the deal with Rajak over here then? That was Rajak wearing Rice's skin. Is this Risa wearing Rajak's skin? I shall have to see. Rice's skin. Discarded skin of Tyrus' girl Risa. Skin dancer stole it from her and attempted to... Okay, her skin is an item. That could get interesting. Do we have to return it to her? We'll see. Anyway, Ren, you're about to be attacked, so defensive spin. Oh, they're casting?
Whoops.
No, they're just attacking. I thought from the animation they were about to do some magic at me. Like skeletons that
City's always
wear flesh.
evil and decay.
Huh.
Let's give it a good shake and see what falls out.
And now Rajak has stood up. I won't touch the skin for now. We'll see if... We'll just leave it on the ground, see if something shows up.
Me best be paid well for this.
And we need Ren's defensive spin to wear off. Or they can walk far enough.
Okay.
As always, the pleasure is mine.
Yep, feminine voice. It is good to be back in my own skin. I cannot believe I'm doing this. Sob. You killed those monsters? It was so horrible. They turned me into one of them, peeled my skin from my bones, and now I've put it back. I mean, we do kind of know what happened. Do I want to press her for more details or just let it slide? It was almost certainly a bad experience. I'm very not one to run for the monsters are innately evil thing. I don't know how the game will play it here. Will it be like her changed nature overwhelms her and she kills her partner? Or will it legitimately work out? I'll trust it'll work out. Even if it doesn't, it should be a satisfying tragedy. So, we should be okay now. They're dead. No, I will ask, what do you mean turned you into one of them? We know he has a master we need to know deal with. I need to get more information. They turned me into one of them. He took my skin like it was some kind of coat and put it on. He told me that now I was a skin dancer too. I can feel the dark magic coursing through me, changing me. He laughed at me, said I had been given a gift, if only for a short time. He told me it was an honor when a skin dancer assumed a new form. He said he needed to change his identity, that he didn't want heroes chasing after him. He meant you, didn't he? He knew you were here. He meant to use both me and Tyrus. But Tyrus got away, so their plan had to change. Thank the gods you found out, but I cannot go anywhere like this. I can feel that magic, that evil growing inside me. Please, my lord, help me. What can I do? When he was taking my skin, Brejik said the only way to stop the process was a spell of restoration, but he laughed, saying I would never receive it. If you could find that spell, could you not cast it on me? Maybe this temple superior at the Volcano Temple would have something. I believe I already purchased a couple of restoration scrolls from the Volcano Temple. I was kind of anticipating using one myself after fighting more vampires, but this will be a good use for one. Only, I have no coin, and I know such magic is very expensive. You can find in your heart to save me. I'll be eternally grateful. I may have the spell on me here. I will check. Please, if you have the spell or can get it, I beg you to help me. Yep. Scroll case. Open. Restoration. 2 backpack.
Need something?
Ren, use on target the correct person. Yes.
As always, the pleasure is
Oh,
mine.
I can feel it. I can feel my skin turning back to normal. Oh, thank you. Okay, so there could have been a tragic ending where she does go innately evil, but we can prevent it. That is lovely. I've got to go home. I've got to see Tyrus. Thank you again, you wonderful, wonderful man. 30,000 experience. Excellent. And we will
Hi.
be running over to Tyrus's place.
Sure thing.
Restoration spell seems to have done the trick. Raiso has returned to normal. Go to Tyrus, give him the good news. Yep, and she's running off one of the tents because that's the nearest doorway. I should poke around this courtyard before I leave, shouldn't I? Make sure there is nothing I'm missing tucked away in the back. Not seeing anything. Only barely flinched to Corkin taking damage that time. Yeah, off to Tyrus's home. Benton home. Have not seen what that one's about yet. Maybe I should poke my head and see if there's a quest inside before I leave.
Yep, can do.
People are not here.
I could use a nap.
And yep. Tired from doing the
Top of the
restoration.
day to you.
Thank you, my lord, thank you. You saved my son's love and have made him quite happy. Raisa came here and the two are off to be married. Risa came back and she was overjoyed. She told us everything that happened. You and marvel, my lord, a true hero for having saved them. And now they are to be married. What wonderful news. Thank you again, my lord. I cannot express my gratitude enough for everything you have done here. More reputation.
We do good things here. All will remember the heroes that are Minsk and Boo and you.
Minsk will not make friends with you boasting about what heroes we are. Right you are, Minsk. Only good things will come from the examples we set, especially Boo. Boo sets a wonderful example. Yep, right you are, Minsk. Yes, lead evil by example, and one day we need no longer put the boots to those that stray off the path of goodness into the muck and bile of villainy and track great bloody footprints across our lily-white tiles. Boo will have clean wood shavings, you evil bastards. Do not okay that, Ren. We okay that enthusiastically. Yes, we agree, Minsk.
I haven't been this pleased with a group of folks since the Cormyreans sent the price of turnips through the roof during the onion famine.
More reputation barks? That was nice. I was wondering where Minsk's reputation bark was.
That's a fine wooden staff you've there, woman. Tell me, you crack acorns with it? Or call some rare-bit friends to frolic with you?
Oh, so I was just about to say, so I did one last time when we got the reputation dialogue where Minsk was, but we actually got an interaction with Minsk for being do-gooders. Which is a bit more than just a line. I love that. Wait.
Nature's servant makes no judgment on the woodlands. Your tone betrays you, Corgan.
Perhaps ye could summon a horde of squirrels to take the day, or make a lovely leaf stew. Make sure ye and your twig be of some use, though that use be lost to me. Corgan, she is a multi-class fighter as well as a druid, you know that. A great many things are lost to you, I would think. So, I wasn't going to steal from these people.
Yes, yes.
But,
a standard
now
tactic,
that
Hello,
there's no
problem.
one around. Mine. Shh. You saw nothing.
What's up?
And we leave. And yeah, head over to the Fenton home, check out in there. But if there's
Consider it
nothing
done.
there, I believe we're done in trade meet. Which means it is time to go poke our head out into the wider world, out into the hills. Maybe go see if we can follow up this Rajak quest a bit more. Locate his master.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Need something? Yep.
Halflings. We have Vara Fenton and Parla Fenton.
My god protects me and watches us all.
You must be friends of Massey's, decked out in adventurous garb as you are. Pleasure to meet you.
Oh, it's a fine day.
Who are you
for
and why are
meeting
you in
new
my
friends.
house? Friends of Massey's, huh?
Hi.
Presumably that's another character
You
we'll meet
betcha.
at some point. Someone who either is an adventurer or hangs out with adventurers. And yeah, to double check, Hills of Umar. Umar Hills, I believe those are the ones Minsk has been bothering us to go to as well. So, because with the Umar Hills and the Windspear Hills, they're both 8 hours away and we'll get to one after the other. So, Umar Hills first, I guess. Successful journey, no problems. We need to rest up, get our spells reset. We have here Groose the Herder, Margie, Dale the Herder, and Nelek.
Hello. Okay.
What's up here, friends? What are you looking at?
Oi, Mayor, when is this crisis going to be solved, eh?
Aye, me and mine need to get back to herding, we do, for the wolves have gobbled me flock entire.
Calm down, everyone, please. I assure you that everything that can be done is being done.
And what is that? Aye, you just hired a group of those adventurers, didn't you? Where in the abyss are they? Well, they haven't come back yet, no. Oh, we're doomed, doomed. We must flee the village. We must flee before more people go missing. Now, people, come. This is no time to panic. Please, listen to my husband. Yes, well, we're looking for another group of adventurers to handle the situation. Psst, over here. To kill them ogres and the evil kin, you mean? Yes, ever since that band of monsters moved into the air, we've had nothing but trouble. They're eating people, that's what. You're both a daft. 'Tis the wolves have been wandering the hills, sure enough. Hungry they is. Okay, people are going missing. Don't know the cause. There's ogres in the area, but they might not be to blame. It's not wolves you feel. It's Umar herself. Returned to haunt us and steal our children. Umar's a person who the hills are named after. Umar, don't be telling that folktale now. Can't you see it's the ogres, plain as the truth? People, please, we must first find out what happened to our ranger, Marilla, and then track down the source of these murders. More adventurers will come soon. Or they can't come soon enough. You best be doing something, Mayor, or we'd be needing to flee the city for our safety. I am trying to do something. Everyone remain calm. Panic will not help. I am going to return to my home now. Everyone, go home. Please. Okay.
What's up?
We'll need to go see the mayor in his home, offer our services as adventurers. For now, though, you're sticking around, Malik.
Sure thing.
What do you have to say?
I have nothing you wish.
What is it you want, stranger? Just what is going on in this village, anyway? I'll tell you what's going on, my lord. The wolves that have been in these hills these past years are coming at us, they are. For weeks now, they've been preying on us, sneaking into the village at night and tearing people apart. Okay, that's a bit more dramatic than people just vanishing. Then their bodies disappear the next night. Okay. It is a gruesome sight to be sure. I seen 'em too. The wolves look at me from afar with smarts in their eyes. It is the truth. The rest of the village is full of fools. Them ogres, I seen 'em. They ain't so bad. And the Umar stuff is nothing but a load of nonsense. Okay, so 3 candidates. Why would wolves come back to take away bodies a day later? Don't rightly know. Ain't nothing natural, that's for sure. They just seem to up and vanish as far as I can tell. What do you know about the ogres? They used to belong to that big rebel army down in the south of Arm. Deserters likely. Seen them on my patrols. But they don't look like they're up to anything. Led by a big ogre fellow, Madolf, I think. Wants to be left alone. But if you talk first rather than kill you makes him not the worst sort in my books. Okay. So we'll need to find Madolf, ask him if he's seen anything unusual going on. What's this about Umar? Just a load of bull is all. If you want to know about Umar, go talk to Vincenzo at the inn. He loves to talk out of his ass as he does. Nothing's been done to hunt these wolves. Bloody Mare hired a halfling runt and her troop to find out what's been happening. They haven't come back. Wolves ripped them apart is my guess. Okay. So I shall be going then. On your way then, stranger. We don't need any more trouble here, that's for certain.
You need my skills,
I've just remembered to use the Anne's special ammunition ability. Yes, there's kind of a town here. I was expecting a bit more wilderness, but... Big map, I'm guessing there's just a town in the corner and then wilds out to the sides. The ogres will be encamped somewhere.
Need something? Can do.
Let's go scout around the village. Alan's Fielding, Bale, Min Minling, and Barant Deer.
Hi. No problem.
You almost have a look of an adventuring party about you.
Useful gadgets I have. Yes, I do.
Are you travelling merchants, maybe? Yes, what is it you want exactly? If you want to buy something, then say so quickly, because I've got little enough time to spare for the likes of you. Sure, let me see what you have. Fine, don't touch nothing unless you're planning to buying it. Detrenian's Baldur Ale. Huh. Someone will want that for a quest. Potions of Master Thievery. Another gem bag. I am still yet to see a potion bag. Which is quite annoying because we have a lot of these little potions, you know, cold resistance, stuff that improves thievery, stuff that gives stat bonuses, but they clog up a lot of inventory space if you don't have a potion bag. Don't know what that ail's for, so I'll leave off on it for now. So,
The woods are
Barandir.
so peaceful.
Hey,
And
Noah.
bears.
No better
Don't
prices
wander
in
off.
Arm. I guarantee it.
I'm doing good, thanks. So, I was playing some Baldur's Gate, enjoying my time running through it. I just know that one of these days, one of those ogres is going to come down here and massacre me, just like those other villagers. I never thought of something like this when I became a merchant. What do you know about these killings, Bearhunt? Oh, it's a terrible thing, isn't it? People dying left and right. You can hardly find a customer anymore. And that's probably okay because nobody will restock me now anyhow. Somebody should do something about those ogres though. Ever since they came, it all started. One of my caravans once got attacked by ogres. They're evil and brutal. Okay, so you're blaming the ogres. What do you have in stock, friend? I suppose so, there isn't much. Caravans just won't come here unless they're stocked with guards. That doesn't make it very profitable now, does it? +1 shield, +1 plate mail. Yeah, nothing exceptional, nothing to replace something we don't already have. But before I forget, Min, I didn't ask you about your
gadgets
opinion.
I have. Yes, I do.
Yeah, stream's going pretty well, Noah. I'm just going to do this for the enjoyment of it. Motivates me to actually play games and hopefully finish them, So, what do you know about what's going on in the village, Min? Nothing, and I don't want to know nothing. All I want is to be able to get out of this stinking village safely once the road's open. The merchant can't make a decent living here. Yep, so nothing from Min.
Have a
Bale?
look at my wares. I trust you'll find them all.
You need a
in
trinket or two, you need directions. Okay, directions would be good. What is of interest around here? With a little intrigue happening. There's nothing a traveling company armed as you would be interested in. Well, there have been a few people go missing. There's been a few people go missing. I'm trying to get an accent for him. He's got a slightly unusual way of speaking. The most disturbing loss was the ranger, Morella. She disappeared after searching for the first person to go missing, some peasant. Her cabin was in the southwest, though I don't know what you would find there. Don't care much, really.
You'll find no better prices in Arm. I guarantee it.
What do you have to offer, Fail? Okay. History of the Zentarum. Okay. That relates to the letter Jahira has on her. We will not buy that for now. We will come back to you, friend. So, Ellen's Fielding?
Greetings, good customer. A pearl to you.
Ah, good day to you, sir. It's nice seeing a new face in the village for once. We haven't had many travellers through here since all the killings began, naturally. I'd be pleased to show you some of the goods I have to sell, though I must warn you, our mercantile company hasn't had much opportunity to deliver lately, so goods are sparse. What can you tell me about the killings? Well, that's a tale and a half, mind you. Don't listen to the dribble those villagers might tell you. I'd have you half believing that a 500-year-old witch is on the prowl. Okay, that's Umar. Umar is a old witch. You see, the real story is that there's a pack of wolves that decide to come into the village area here and pick people off. Can't even travel much unless you've got an armed guard. So I am still quite early. I'm only in chapter 2. I'll show you hard level in a second. Poor business does. Our company thought it was a good thing we run exclusive rights in Vale from the council. Now it's losing us money. Don't suppose you have anything? Bullets +2. Not really going to grab them. So, main character is Ren here, a level 13 blade, which is a bard kit. Then other people scattered around a bit, most folks lower, because I tend to swap people out a bit, so Ren's the only one who's consistently getting XP. Get Ren up at 13, most others on 10 to 11, so... Yeah, Ren is a ported over Baldur's Gate 1 character, which means I got to use the stat increasing books in Baldur's Gate 1, so 18 strength, 18... So 18 strength, 18 dex, 18 charisma, ended up on 19.
Greetings, good customer. A pearl to
Right.
you.
Ellence, I believe you had... Yeah, so why doesn't everyone just leave? Well, some people still think the problem can be solved. I hear the mayor hired a band of adventurers to look into it, but they've disappeared. No one wants to travel alone, but if something isn't done soon, they might decide to leave altogether. It's a shame. It's a more prosperous village otherwise. Good business, usually. Be careful around these parts. I'm down in Australia, Noah. Might be able to tell from my accent, so... It's the inn. And there's this another house over here. There's the door. Ooh, half hidden. Yep. Minister Lloyd's home. I want to go talk to him.
These scars would heal. I have a life to continue, and I do not need to be picking at old wounds.
The Chira. They give character in the end, find where we've been. Nor I. There's little alternative to time, though. How do I think? Kind of supporting the scars, get some healing, or just kind of live with them, let them heal over time. Definitely not falling a week over this. Yeah, the journey, not the destination. They give character in the end, they define where we've been. True enough, but I think I was speaking of emotional markings. Perhaps I was at will. I see. They're one and the same in the long run. I imagine they will both heal in time, given favourable conditions to do so. I think we'll both be fine.
Hello.
So,
What's up? Consider it done.
Minister Lloyd, Mistress Ina, you did mention you were looking for another party of adventurers, and here I am.
Hello. I don't recognise you. You must be new to Imnisvale. Is there something I can help you with?
Oh, I mean, depends what you want to ask, Nora, I imagine. We come because the little boy, Dylan, said that there was a great evil here in need of butt-kicking, and good for us we have our boots on, yes sir. You did? Then the boy did get to the city after all. Oh, I am pleased to hear it. You've come to our aid, then, yes? I'd like to know more about what is going on here first. Yeah, and don't ask about the reward. People are in danger, people are dying, so I'd like to know about what's going on here. Yes, of course. It's a gruesome business. I'm sure that little Dylan told you some of the story, but I should elaborate on it for your benefit.
We've had a run of killings and disappearances here as of late.
People murdered in their beds, bodies disappearing, bodies found with their skins inside out. Okay. Normally we would turn to our local ranger protector to aid us at a time like this, but our ranger, Marilla, has vanished. Several men went to a cabin southwest of the village, and they found no sign of her. It is not like her to be absent for so long. I fear the worst. Soon after, shepherds and farmers from the outlying holes began disappearing. People heard strange noises at night. We've no stranger to turn to. Minsk, you're a ranger. You know what you have to do. Everyone's frightened. They're scared to leave as well. They're caught out in the wilderness where whatever's been doing the killing. Yep, I know, Noah. And no, I am not interested. And of course, everyone has ideas on what's behind all of this. It's the ogres, my husband. You know it is. My wife, Aina, and yes, many people think that group of ogres who moved into the area just before the killings began likely is too. They're in the hills, too close to the village, I say. Yes, you can find them in the hills a bit north of here. Of course, others think it's a pack of very large wolves that's been ranging the hills for some years. So others claim Umar herself, the Great Witch of the Hills, has returned. Legend has it, she was responsible for the deaths much like these ones. Okay, that's a bit more discreet. We know there's some supernatural stuff going on here with the skin dancers. It might be Umar after all. Oh, that's just old legends. Umar has been gone for over 500 years, my husband. Yes, true. I suppose I should warn you. I've already hired a famous knight, Mazzy Fenton. Ha! We were just wondering about her. And her troop. They haven't been back. Ooh, all this talk of Umar brings back memories, let me tell you. My great-great-cousin One Knee was one of the adventurers that hunted the Great Witch of the Hills a long time ago. Said she had a fondness for little children and their house was made out of chocolate candy, of all things. Personally, a house made out of turnips sounds much more appealing, but One Knee stated decisively that their house was delicious nevertheless. According to the stories, the witch was dead, something like getting shoved in an oven. Then Grandma Jensen said that One Knee was pretty delusional, so who knows? Wolves? Ogres? Witches? Oh my! It is too much for Minsker's poor head to comprehend. Which of those are evil? The edge of my sword shall find the truth. To be honest, I think you should check on the ogres and their fellows before chasing after legends and such. So, will you help us? I will make an attempt, yes. I've saved up enough money now, and these people, yeah, I don't want to drill them for money. So, oh, most excellent. Please, my lord, go to Marilla's cabin and find where she is gone. My men are too frightened to go that far from the village. Her cabin's to the west, yep, in the valley. Should not be hard to find. There are other older cabins in the hills, abandoned for many years. Or go north of the river, find that Mandolf and his beast. Okay, ogres to the north. I've little doubt that they are responsible for all this, but we must be sure. I'm relieved you've decided to help us. You have the run of the village, my lord. If you need anything else, do not hesitate to come to me. Oh, most glorious day. One step closer we become to being true heroes. Yes, indeedy. Even little Boo's fur stands on end from his anticipation.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so a few leads to follow up on.
Yes?
Including, but not limited to, this letter by the Hister Zentarum. We found the merchant who was selling this. He's the contact here. I reckon he's tied into this. But we need to figure out ciphering the master before we go ahead and do that. Also just going to give the game away without achieving anything. Our names are the same in their cut, in their scale and their cut. Yeah, same amount of letters. The last of his begins as the first of mine. The second of my first is the second of his first, the regressed a full 4 steps. The second, the third, the first of his last, the next of my last, the last of my last. So first and last name. Two names. The first and the last name.
Yep.
I cannot think of anything that immediately stands out like that.
You betcha.
I mean, you just have one name, which is not any use for figuring out your secret name.
Gutter water, bleeding from every orifice, don't you know?
Yeah, before we go ahead and deal with you, we will keep poking around. Rather than the village, into the inn. We'll need to rest, get our spells, our defenses back up anyway. And
Hi.
inn is always a good place to ask questions.
Sure thing.
Travel?
Be merry, friend.
Oh, now, I may be recognizing you. Should I be? Are you kin, perhaps come to take me home? That depends. Where is your home? Well, Vincenzo's inn here is as good a home as mine as any. Sometimes I just sleep in a barn or on a haystack. Sometimes I just sleep in their woods. Of late, with all these murderers and all, Vincenzo does let poor Trevor sleep in the attic, or he does. He be a good man, that Vincenzo. No idea how my attempts at hiccuping are coming through on the microphone. Anyway, that is a good marked cut of Vincenzo. Letting the itinerants and poor fellows found a safe place to go. Stay in here while there's danger afoot. If this is your home, why are you asking me if I was going to take you there? I was wondering if you were kin, not if this were my home, blasted boy. You think a drunk can properly remember if someone be kin or not? Hick, not this one. Oh, what do you know about the killings, Trevor? Well, I know that the streets may be a safe place for a poor drunk to nap in, that's for sure. Vincenzo took me in, dear man that he be, so I may be taken by the Umar witch, I? Myself? I may be known if the Umar witch is back. I seen black shapes moving in the night, like living shadows. Then I be the town drunk, and no one listens to what I has to say. Truth to be told, I be more than a little frightened to sleep outside by myself. But then, this inn is where you would likely find me. This inn is where you'd find me, likely as not. The little has changed, aye? Living shadows. I mean, I've seen literal living shadows before. And
5 feet these days without someone hitting him up.
Me and Joanna have been trying the best we can. Poor son Durbert is just going to get himself into trouble with no work to do, though.
Well met and welcome.
It's terrible. People are being found dead in their homes with their skins inside out, and then their bodies disappear. Andrew and I fled from our farmhold to be safe here. Will it the stable boy? Unless you got yourself a horse hidden under all that there armour, you're talking to Vince and not me, aye? Ah, Vince is how to refer to you, then Vince it shall be. What's all this? Wow. Umar Witch Project Journal. These are all the same. He looks like it. Presumably a bit of a joke on Blair Witch Project there. So, the journal seems to be of an apprentice mage, willing to tell of her expedition into the Umar Hills with 2 other apprentices in the search for evidence of the fabled witch. The tale is hard to believe, but seems to relate to the group's horror at getting lost, being surrounded by an unseen predator during the night. Slipped as in a panicky feminine hand, the last page can barely be made out as follows. Sorry to Joshua's mother, I'm sorry about what happened to Michaelis. Something out here with us, thought it would be peasants, but peasants aren't this clever. Drusilla says it's the witch, I hear when I sleep, I don't want to sleep, I don't want to sleep, I don't want. The journal ends there. Same in both? Yes, same in both. Random sleeping person.
Can do.
Not named, so I really do not feel the need to interrupt them. A trap?
You say, oh, I can do that.
That's a bit unusual. Why would you be trapped? A wand. Fear wand. Oh. Somewhat odd. Well, I guess Nira can hold on to that. Fear is one of the sound effects I do not like because of how panicky and weird it can make battles, but maybe I could sell that. A book merchant?
You look like the sort who has more than 2 gold pieces to rub together.
Sorry, ain't got much in the way of homestay. Been real slow here, so shipped most of my stock to Catla. Anyone talked to me in weeks, actually. Business been that bad because of the nasty events around here? Aye, that it was. Though there's been quite a few old books turning up around here to make it worthwhile. Nothing startling, but I get by. Enjoy your stay as best you can under the circumstances.
Have a look at my wares. I trust you'll find them all in satisfactory condition.
Wonder if you might end up being significant to something, book merchant, or if you're just a bit of flavour. Oi, Vince.
Never had rats. No sorry.
Hello to you and good day. I am Vincenzo, and I offer you all the services of my humble little inn. There's a lot of things to be said about your inn, Vince, but humble ain't the one I would be picking, Okay, sorry, not Vince, Vincenzo. Hush, boy, and keep calling me Vince and I'll have you strapped over your log. The name's Vincenzo. That's a lot of rot. You hears that name from a Sembian trader and suddenly he's put on airs. Bleh. Never mind the boy. He's an ignorant lout I took in out of pity. Simpleton who doesn't know his place. That's all I can do for you, my lord. What do you know about the killings round here, Vincenzo? Ah, Vincenzo knows the truth. My family's been in this area for a long, long time, and the tales of the witch Umar have been passed down, they have. You're not going to go into that rot again, are ye? Silence, boy. Perhaps I should give you to the witch instead as an offering, eh? Leave ye out on the doorstep with a lace of garlic tied round your neck? Well, thought that'd shut your trap. Now then, my lord, I can tell you all about the witch, Umar. A tale sure to curl your ears, if you care to hear it. Sure. Peddle your rot to me, Vincenzo. Go ahead. Like I said, my family's been around these parts for a long time, and were here back when the witch herself plagued these lands over 700 years ago. Umar was a wicked one. No one ever saw her except when she came down from the hills to steal some unfortunate soul. Shepherds, babes, anyone who weren't careful. She'd torture them. You'd hear their cries during the night. People trying to find her, but only the victims' bodies would turn up, mutilated and dead. Don't know why they just didn't kill her. Because they couldn't find her, you stupid boy. Were you not listening? And besides, she were a powerful witch with plenty of magic for any fight. Strange thing is, my lord, Umar just vanished one day. Maybe she were killed, maybe not. But every century or so, they said she comes back to the hills. Ha! This is where it gets right funny, your story. I'm warning you, boy. You'll be out on your ass faster than you can blink if you keeps this up. As I said, every century or so she comes again. People disappeared, tortured in the hills, and only sometimes are the bodies found. Once Umar sated herself on blood, she returns to whence she came. This is just like them other times. People forget so easy. 'Tis the witch, I tells ya. Has nobody tried to find the witch in recent years? Well, there was a group of mages some years back who came. Young ones, apprentices I gather. 2 fellas and a lass, sure enough. Yeah, the book in the back. They sent their master to look for the Umar witch, or so they said. Nice enough group, but 'twere obvious they expected nothing. I remember 'em. They were alright for mages. Lots nicer than that Germain fellow. Now he should go and soak his head. Okay, there's a wizard around named Germain. Aye, true enough. Them 3 went out into the hills, and they was never found again. Except for the lass's journals. Found those myself out in the wood. More victims of Una herself, short as daylight. You can read the lass's journal, sure enough. Think I could take a look at it? A copy or two, more like on a full story with the journal, you bleeding banana. What if I have? 'Tis a good story, more or less. Makes me bloody rich one day, and where will you be, you little rugrat? More like you wrote the journal yourself, I'd wager. I did nay such thing. Here you go, my lord. Use it as you will. But beware the witch if he goes into the hill. She's not sated yet. Not by a long shot. Well, now we have our own copy of his story. I wonder if the book merchant might be interested in this. You want an interesting story to publish and sell, friend?
Well, you look like the sort who has more than 2 gold pieces to rub together.
Yep, nope. Not interested. One of that's just dead weight in the inventory then. Oh, might find a use for it yet.
What's up? Consider it done.
No, everyone,
What?
not just them.
Whiffing about.
I've killed for less.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Actually, I wanted to sleep, didn't I, before I left? Never mind. Backtracking.
Need something? You betcha.
Vincenzo, I would like some services.
Never had rats. No sorry.
Was, of course, not many rooms, mind you. All the frightened folk who fled to the village have near filled me up. Only a room or two left. Just don't mind the rodents while you're sleeping. Silence, boy. There's no foulsome rodents here other than you. Now, my lord. So I will see if I can pick up some rumours. Drink some of this Worms Brew Ale. Nothing. Golden Sands. Some say the witch Umar has surfaced again. She vanished 700 years ago. At 500 elsewhere. Legend holds that every century or so, a reign of murder and torture begins anew. Not much from the rumour way out of that.
I hate those money-grubbing scum.
And we'll just stay in the merchant room this time. Or noble? Noble. We'll splurge on the extra 4 gold. You may not rest when your party is scattered. They're not that
I'm
scattered.
so proud of you.
Yep.
What brought that little shout out, Ren? Was that what brought that little shout out to Ren, Nira? Is that your reputation bark this time around?
Best kept on the sword cast.
Now, noble and sleep. Hello, rodent. Do you think Boo likes the rats? Do they get along?
Hello.
There are some odd noises in the background.
What's up? Sure thing.
Well, these folks have come in for the night.
Uh-huh.
I don't know what's making that noise. Look if you guys have anything different to
Well
say.
met and welcome.
Yoga's been killing everyone.
5 feet these days without someone.
Well, you look like the sort who has more than 2 gold pieces to
All
rub
the same.
together.
Be merry, friend.
Useful gadgets I have. Yes, I do.
Yeah, everything seems to be
Need
the same
something?
here.
No problem.
I do notice only the 3 of you come in. I'm willing to bet if I go poke my head out.
Consider it done.
Yep, it's you who's still out here, Fail. And I suspect I know why. Again, I need some more information. Dar?
Hi.
Next to... Jermaine, that is the wizard.
Yep,
Raine's home. Oh, greetings to you, stranger. Who are you? My name is Dar, and I'm no one of importance, I suppose. At least not important enough that my love's father might vaguely consider me allowing me to court her. No, why not? My love is Colette, and her father is a wizard of no small power, and possessed of considerable bias against me. His name is Jermaine, and I understand he intends to use Colette as a bargaining tool for some wizardly endeavour of his own, against her will, I imagine, though I've had no choice to ask her opinion. I know she wants to go with me, I know it, but her father will have none of it. He intends to go to great lengths to keep us apart. Oh, woe is me. Perhaps I could speak to him for you. The fact that you don't know for certain makes me a bit doubtful, but it'd be of no use, I'm sure. I do not wish to use violence in such an endeavour. I do not appreciate its taste, and no doubt Jermaine would crush me with magic. You were kind to offer your assistance, but there is no helping me, I think. Leave me to my sorrow, please. There's no helping me, I think. That you there, Sard? Hello there again, stranger. So, can you tell me about the murder, Star, while I'm here? Oh, only a little. I've not been in the village for very long. It's my understanding that the wolves have become very active, yes? All I can think about is my Colette. And what's this about Colette will lead to the same dialogue? Yeah.
Yep.
Right, let's go talk to this wizard.
You need something, stranger.
Who disturbs me? Why are you talking to Corgan? Corgan doesn't have good... charisma? Well, never mind. Corgan, you're the face now. I'm Corgan. Who are you? Corgan, eh? I don't recognize your name, since you're not sent by that fool Dar. I'll not object to your presence. And, since I asked, and I'm none other than Jermaine, licensed cowed wizard for this region. So you needn't run off and attempt to report me, boy. You're a cowed wizard. Why don't you do something like the killings round here? I mean, I won't be accusatory about it. Appears to be a golem in the back, which is the thing. Dar didn't send me, but it did talk to him. Why don't you give him a break? I'll ask about the killings. Likely wolves or ogres or some other mundane nonsense. I have no interest in the matter. Why don't you send some of the yokels if you're so concerned? What is this thing you're making? Ah, glad you asked. This, my friend, is none other than the Golem of Stone. A fine piece of magical craftsmanship, if I do say so myself. Few other mages have made the attempt, you see. This type of golem is quite powerful and dangerous, but I am more than skilled enough to control it. Once it's complete, I'll have an excellent service, and something to keep an eye on my daughter and that foolhardy beau of hers, well, she's away, beau of hers, while I'm away, even. Thing is, I'm missing one of the crucial ingredients, the blood of a mimic. Pay handsomely for some, in fact. You look like adventurous types. Care to find some? Oh, that is deeply concerning. You know, I've been all the way through Baldur's Gate 1 to here, and not even contemplated the existence of mimics in this game. And now that has been implied. I don't even know if they'll find an actual mimic to fight. Maybe I'll just get the blood as an item off someone. But I'm now always going to be concerned of chests. Oh, joy. See, so I am less concerned about drilling you for money, Jermaine. You are powerful, you are not willing to help these people in need, so I'm gathering coin for a friend. So if there's a reward, I suppose I could help. So recall, I've got a magical sword out here that I won in a bet that from that fool Tolgarius. Not a name that rings any bells. I've no use for it, but it's valuable. Find me some mimic's blood and it's yours. Well, I need to know what a mimic is and where you'd find one. A mimic is a vicious little creature, shape changer, that likes to attract and kill adventurers by looking like a treasure chest or similar object. They generally exist in dungeons, ruins, and similar places. Though where you would find one around here, I haven't a clue. That's why I'm looking for some. Very well, make the attempt. Fine, I wish I could point you in the right direction, but if you do find some, you know where to find me. Off you go then, boy.
You betcha. Hello. Okay.
Right, keep my eye out for a mimic. When I inevitably get eaten by one, make sure to bring its blood back here.
Hello there.
I don't know why Father won't let me go. I've never been a sorceress like he wants me to. Okay, you do like Dar. That's what I wanted to check before I asked your father about it. I love Dar, but Father will have none of it. Now he's making this thing to watch over me when he leaves. This is just terrible.
Hello there.
So, assuming the golem won't have anything to do, it's inactive. Yep, nothing to say. So, a couple more questions to you, Jermaine.
Something, stranger.
Yes, I'm still going to keep looking.
You need something, stranger.
I cannot ask you about the thing anymore. I'll make another quick save here, I think.
You need something, stranger.
And try to abort the quest, see if that gets me back. Well, no less than I expect, I should find some simpler pursuits for yourself, like farming.
Need something, stranger.
Okay, I think I can get back on the quest, so... Yeah, I want to know why you don't know anything about the killings. Don't do anything because I don't want to do anything about it. More important things to do. But the coward wizard told me otherwise, I'll not involve myself. So Dar didn't send me, but I did talk to him. Why don't you give him a break? Far more important things in mind for Colette than that for. She'll get over her childish infatuation, I assure you. And Dar will be long gone. If I'd known you were going to plead the boy's case, I would have magic missiled you. Magic missiled as a verb tripped me up slightly. Upon entrance. Though I don't know why, I'm certain I've said it enough times. I'll thank you to not bring up the subject again.
You need something, stranger?
And you're a coward wizard. Don't suppose you know where coward wizards keep prisoners that they take? I seem to recall that my order is a prison built by the Gondars? Well, that's a proper noun that means nothing to me. We know it's out to sea somewhere. Maybe that's like some islands. Somewhere to house deviants. No idea where it is. Can't be bothered to keep track of such irrelevant matters. And even if I did know, I wouldn't tell you. That is coward wizard business. And unless you've business your own, leave me to my project.
Sure thing.
Can I relay some information to you, Dar? Yeah, I'm not just going to murder a guy. So I will take the quest from Jermaine if it's still available. Do I have the quest? Yes. Got the quest in the journal still. I don't know if it ever actually took it out of the journal. Could I have completed the quest even after telling me I wasn't going to do it? And then I speak to you.
Stranger.
Okay.
What's up?
Yep, so that is
No
something
problem.
to come back to. Decent amount of people wandering around this village.
Uh-huh. Consider it done.
Wow, an adventurer.
Dearbert? Sir, my name is Dearbert, and my friends here want to be adventurers like you. Real strong and powerful like. Yeah, I want to be a ranger and protect the village. I want to be a great warrior like my dad. I knows we can, but everyone says we're too young and all. Well, that's what I says to that. Since you're an adventurer and all, sir, I was hoping you might maybe buy some swords for us. Some bastard swords. And some ale, Dearbert. Don't forget the ale. Yeah, we want to be real men. I like the... Oh, that is lovely. Swords and some ale, then. If we give you the money, sir, would you buy us some? Who am I to deny you young? You'll get your swords and your ale, if that's what you wish. I'll get you swords, but no ale. You barely constitutions. I'll buy you ale. You'll cut yourself with a sword. Ooh. I really like this. We have the option to go one or the other. Now, I think giving the children both alcohol and dangerous weapons seems like a bad idea. That's probably a bad idea to combine them. So, do I want to give the children alcohol or do I want to give them dangerous weapons? That is the question. Well, and it is a tough question. Get you your swords, but no ale. I do feel like ale's less dangerous. I mean, if I give them a sword, they might be tempted to try and use it for more than just fooling around or sparring. Even though fooling around and sparring's bad, but if they go around and try and pick a fight with the ogres or something, then no. So, I'll buy you ale, boys. We'll just cut yourself with a sword in your hands. No, we won't. We know how to use swords, but if you'd buy us some ale, that'd be super. Here's some gold we've saved up for you. Aw, this bites. I want us a sword. But your ma'd sure be mad if you hacked off an arm. Me, I want the ale. Sissy. Do not be rude to each other.
Places, though it never seems to last.
Yep, and just the edge of the map there. And that'll be what this ale down at the merchant's was for. Oh, go grab that, make our way back up. So these are some of the herders we saw at the meeting. Also Jeb and Kache. Nope, do not close door, go through door.
Yep.
Oh, Barahan, were you the one selling
no
it?
better prices in Arm. I guarantee it.
No, was it you then, Min?
Useful gadgets I have. Yes, I do.
Yes, you were. The Trannon Balor Ale. And they gave me a bit more gold than it even cost.
You
Well
betcha.
done, lads. So you got our stuff? Yes, I got a keg of ale for you here. Oh, ale. Balor ale. Wow, you're the greatest, sir. Hey, let's go drink it now. I know a place. Come on. Idle hands in this veil. The quest is still open. That is concerning. You know, they wanted swords, and I said no, but I'm not about to refuse the boys a good time. When the local merchants have what they need, brought the 3 kids in Emmons Vale what I promised them. They've run off to enjoy it. If they don't get into too much trouble, and here's to hoping their parents don't get wind of this. Again, that quest is still open, which makes me a bit concerned to that end. So, hiding down in the shadow of the rock. Kache, what are you doing? Hello, sir. Who might you be? My name's Kache. I came here with Mama and Pa to flee the bad people who are killing everyone. When I grow up, though, I'm going to be a mighty warrior and leave this place for good. What you know about these bad people? Ma and Pa says I'm just telling stories, but I'm not. It's true, and I really saw it. Okay. I was bringing the cows home a couple of weeks ago. I was bringing them through the path in the woods because it's faster, even though Ma doesn't like it when I go through there. But I passes by the ranger's cavern. Morella's always been real nice to me. She gives me candies that she says she makes out of tree sap. And she took me fishing once, too. When I passed by it, though, I saw this big black shadow coming out of a cabin, and it was leaving a big trail of red stuff, which looked like blood. That is his second mention of living shadows we've heard. It was so big and scary, it looked like a wolf monster. Werewolves? I was so scared for Morella, so I went and told Mama and Pa, but they didn't believe me and told me to stop telling stories. But it really is true, sir, honest. If you went to the cabin, I bet you'd find something. It's just to the west of the village out in the valley. No one wants to go there now because they're all scared, but I know I saw something, sir. That's interesting. I'm not too certain about the timeline here. Is this when Morella disappeared? I thought it was mentioned that she disappeared while out on patrol, out looking for things. Which might imply that Morella is a werewolf? And a werewolf ranger, defending the town, could be an archetypal, interesting story to go with. It could be something different, though. I'll have to examine the cabin. Anyway, Jeb.
Weather's been lousy lately.
Fine thing, us all fleeing into the village from our farms for all the good it'll do us. Don't know how you fools can wander about in all your metal get-up. Get-up? Weird way to say get-up. All your metal get-up in this heat. You Kiwi, mate. Oh, all this metal get-up. My apologies for the insulting accent to any Kiwi viewers. Yeah, just the price of being an adventurer, my good man. Indeed, this is a world of fools, and you are the wisest amongst us. The heat's gone to your steel-clad brains then. Take your madness elsewhere. You've enough to worry about with all these murderers and the like business.
No time for to talk to you now.
And then the various herders. Dale the herder. Margie, Cruz the herder, and Atta.
Top of the day to you.
Top of the day to you. Aye, is there something you want? Who are you? Well, my name's Dale, and I do some herding out in the village with my cows and my wife here and my kids. Came into the village, just ain't safe anymore out there. I knows 2 other herders who vanished, and the farmers ain't safe either. Farmer Jacob and his wife were both slaughtered, and then the bodies disappeared. Terrible things all. What can you tell me about the killings? Well, there's some ogres, sure enough. You get monsters in the area, you get killings in the area. Wife think it's the wolves. That's just foolish talk. Wolves would go after the cows, right? We've no more killing of the cows than we've had since the wolves showed back a couple of years back. Did I read that right? We've had since the wolves showed a couple of years back. Yeah, I said back twice there. Made the sentence odd. People gets hysterical, they does. Bruce here bubbles on about that witch. My daughter, Katje, is no better with her stories. You should hear her, huh? It's the ogres, and they'll be coming and finish us off all, and they'll come and finish us off once they've picked us clean to small enough numbers. Come to finish us off once they've picked us clean to small enough numbers. And we should be fleeing as soon as we can, true enough. You just watch yourself around here. Them ogres will be the death of us all, they will. Yep.
And who might you
Margie? Hello, my lord. It's a bad time you've picked to visit our fair village. My name is Margie, short for Margaret. My husband, Dale, is one of the herders. We fled from the outskirts of the village land because of the wolves. The wolves have been picked this year to start in on us people, mauling and stealing corpses. It has been just ghastly. Been around for several years, but they've never been this bad. Everyone gets so upset and frightened, and they start thinking about things that aren't. Some people blaming the ogre and his band. They haven't done anything to harm us. After all, how could an ogre steal into the village and steal a body? No, no. The tales of Umar are just fanciful. Even my daughter Katje hears these things and comes up with wild stories. The wolves around here have always been a danger. They're large and they're smart, and they're just a danger once again. That's all there is to it. People should know better. Bruce?
Good business to you.
Hello. Don't meet a lot of strangers around here, especially as of late. Name's Cruz. Came into the village with some other herders just after some of us started being slaughtered or just plain disappeared. Herders, farmers, anyone in the outlying lands. The mayor sent some people out to find what's happening, but I knows what's going on. It's Umar. The witch has come back, and there ain't no one who goes into the hills going to come back now. Umar? She's a powerful old witch, ruled over these hills 500 years ago. Disappeared. No one knows where to, but she's come back, that's for sure. People around here, they don't believe me, I know. You don't go deep into the hills where I go. But they don't go deep into the hills where I go. Late at night, you hears things in this world, and it makes you believe anything is possible. Don't believe me? Go ask Vincenzo at the inn. He knows more about Umar than anyone. And Atta. I want to go back to the fields. I don't like it here.
Need something?
Okay, so to the north was the ogres. To the west... to the west is more people who want to... West is the cabin. And that's where we're headed. A block of chickens. Making little chicken noises at me. Anna Hendrick.
And welcome.
Is there something you be needing, my lord? What can you tell me about these murders? We fled all the death and murders, me and my Erlin. It's no longer safe out on the farms, but I know nothing else about it.
Well met and welcome.
Why do you have all these chickens, Anna? Why not? You can't leave the farm to rot completely. You have to eat, my lord? Erlin Hendrick.
No time for to talk to you now.
We're just good folk fled from the outer farmland, stranger. We ask nothing of ye other than that ye leave us be. Tell me anything about the murders? Tell you nothing. We're just frightened, wants nothing but to go home again. Leave us be, my lord.
No time for to talk to you now.
Nothing but chickens for eating. It is no concern of yours, my lord. They're nothing but chickens. It made me slightly suspicious. Anna's statement on it did not, but Erlin's... I mean, none of them started talking to me. I guess I'll just move on. It does seem in the sense of humor of the game to have a flock of chickens be some malicious conspiracy. Oh, sun's setting. Yeah, off to the ranger's cabin. Dear. So, we heard earlier a comment about wolves watching with intelligent eyes. That's also something that makes me think werewolf. But the wolves have been here for a couple of years now, and the disappearances started recently, which would also kind of lend into the werewolf protector theory I've got brewing in the back of my head. Yep, dead ends. We need to cross the river again here. And cross the bridge. Is this the cabin? A moose. Pretty big structure. Yep, ranger cabin. This is the place. It should be a door somewhere. Broke around the edges. Not seeing anything though, so how do we get in? Up there. Okay, so...
Sure thing.
This place should be abandoned.
Hello, can do.
That should be abandoned and is abandoned are two quite different statements. A letter on the ground. Morella's journal. You skip many of the entries of times and places far removed from your current worries. Flamerall 7th, Pache came to visit again, a sweet child, eager to learn the ways with the wild creatures. 12th, dark creatures roam the forests. Several towns have been slain by some unknown predator. Everyone seems to have their own opinion on what is doing the killing. The strangest thing is that the bodies disappear in the morning. Leaves me baffled. Most signs point to a pack of wolves that have been in the area for a long time. Wolves don't steal bodies. Perhaps I should say wolf-like creatures. Yeah, this is pretty rapidly deconvincing me of the Morella werewolf theory. At night, when I've been patrolling, I've often caught glimpses of these wolves running alongside me. I've tried to attract their attention, but they ignore me. But there's still wolves doing something, even if Morella's not one of them. Tried to attract their attention, but they ignore me. I find this strange, as if the pack is being controlled by someone else. Years ago, I spoke with the pack leaders, werewolf protectors. And they were cordial. Now they either flee from me or they fear to, and I fear to say this, they stalk me. It is near noon and still the wood outside my cabin seems full of shadows. I've been hard pressed to hear birds and most of the larger animals have long fled. I plan to find the wolves' den this afternoon. I've drawn a map to it. All signs point to them being the culprits. What do all wolves act like these? They are wolves with the cunning of men. There is something else, a whispering in my mind. It is faint now in the waking hours. While I sleep, I dream only of this voice and the face behind it. Whether it is connected to the voices, I do not know. I suspect that by the time the sun sets tonight, I'll have answers to my questions. Okay, so Morella doesn't seem to have solved the mystery while she was still here. I grab the journal and take it with me. In case I can hand that in somewhere. That is not good. Looks as if a violent struggle has taken place here. Someone was killed and dragged out of the cabin. There are a few footprints in the blood. They appear to be dog or wolf prints. A note from Massey Fenton. Okay, that's the adventurer. Wallag. We travel this region to search out the wolf lair. My own scouting the region has confirmed Morella's suspicions there is a large pack of wolves acting in the area. On the map included, I've indicated where I believe the wolf den to be located. Follow us if you can, be cautious. We can ill afford another mysterious disappearance. Until we meet again, Mazzy. On the same sheet is drawn a map. Crude but effective map indicates path several hours north of Immersvale, so a different map region. So what was that update here? Left, it seems, for the unfortunate corpse present in the cabin. Both seem to implicate the wolf pack responsible. Both Morella and Mazzy went onwards to investigate but have not returned. Yeah. So, the body we just found is Walag. And presumably, that is what Katche... Yeah, Katche saw a werewolf, something like a wolf, leaving this place, blood on the claws, presumably just after killing Walag. Would be how I understand this situation went down at this point. Store these in the scroll case for now.
What's up? No problem.
Okay, so I don't just want to run off and go to that straight away. I want to gather information here first. So we'll go talk to those ogres. And if the wolf pack is on an entirely different map, I wonder what's up in this corner. I have to go check it out. Right, I guess. Seems to lead a bit more directly northward, rather than along the riverbank. A gnoll, not immediately hostile. I was not expecting to see gnolls here, and a minotaur?
Uh-huh. Consider it done.
Nothing this way. Before I go over to speak to them. Nope, just a way off map. What's the deal with you two? I was expecting ogres up this way. Okay, okay, Madolf and an orc and an ogre. Okay, they said it was a pack of ogres. Madolf is the one we're looking for. But, like, there are 2 ogres here and a bunch of others. Ho, you's not of human village. Why you come? What you's wantin'? Who are you and what are you doing here? Me, Madolf. Lead fellows from great army of Sithilus in the south. No want to kill racers no more. Lead fellows in desertion. We just wants to be alone. What about what I've heard about your fellows being responsible for killing people? I don't want to just accuse them. I mean, so it's definitely not 3. So you're deserters from the Sicilian Empire? How do you expect to live up here? It's very hard. Humans hates us, and we just wants to be left alone. Some humans call knights, who chase us. Not bad here, but Madolf thinks village will call knights soon. Soon humans very mad. Why should the village allow you to remain? Why can't I support these guys? You're less judgmental, Ren. These guys are nice. Madolf and fellows like here, but something bad killing follows. Lose 1, 2 maybe, at a time. Disappear, bodies too. Very bad. Madolf very worried. Yeah. So they've taken casualties as well. Madolf no want death. Madolf no want fight. Just want peace. You tell villagers maybe that Madolf and fellows will protect village. Protect from orcs in mountains, yes? You must let us stay then, and call no knights. Maybe let us come once in a moon to trade for food and goods. Madolf make deal with village. If you tell them, we no want trouble. Yeah, no, I will tell the mayor what you said, but I can't promise anything, I'm afraid. Madolf happy. Maybe fellows can live alone and eat good. Be happy here. You do good thing. Maybe humans agree. Madolf keep deal, you tell them. So, should I go ask immediately? It would probably be better to go in with a bit of leverage after solving the disappearances, but having these guys on side to come in and help the village if things escalate, because I still do not know the situation here, seems like a good call. Well, get Ren to pop down to the... Not the mayor. Well, he is the mayor, but he's called minister. Right, through the door.
Yep, yep, yep.
Yep. Yep. Madoff wants to make a deal, Minister Lloyd.
Is there something you need?
Yes, my lord. Is there something you need? I've spoken to the ogre, Madoff, and I do not believe he nor his followers are responsible for Immersvale problem. What? But I was sure that those monsters were the killers. What makes you so certain they are not? Madoff has had his own people go missing, much the same as yours. He's as worried as you are. Oh, that isn't good news at all. If the ogres are worried, what should we do? Actually, Madoff sent me with a proposition. He and his people provide protection for the village in exchange for peaceful relations and a bit of trade. He has? I must say that might not be such a bad idea, if the ogre can be trusted, that is. Thank you for bringing this to my attention, my lord. I'll have to go and talk to them, I suppose. We could both benefit from this. Since the ogres are no longer a possibility, all I can suggest is you go to Morella's cabin. Must be some evidence of what has happened to her. Yep, so he's gone to talk to the ogre. I could have had the option until that I suspect the wolves. I'm still not convinced it is the wolves. There's something happening there, but until I've actually gone and investigated, like, at the wolf den and made some findings, I'm not going to come back and report that. Now this is a bit more urgent. Strength in numbers and all that. It's good to see you again, half-elf. You bring word to human village, yes. I have. Has Minister Lloyd not arrived yet? Human Lord is coming? No, not coming yet. But Madoff is pleased that you did what you say. Madoff thanks you.
Your eyes wander all over me back while I battle. Do I meet your approval? I hope not. I find your nuts and berries approach quite feeble.
I hope Minister Lloyd's alright. He hasn't shown up yet. He did just vanish off screen when I spoke to him. I'm a bit worried he'll show up dead. And the ogres might be... Well, the Madoff's folk, because they're not all ogres, Madoff's folk will be possibly implicated if he disappears en route to talk to them. Or I really don't think they're responsible. Anyway,
What does
Morgan,
it matter what I would think of you, if at all? You could scarcely care less.
stop trying to flirt with Jahira. Aye, that is true enough. I'll not have you at my back and thinking me ill. I'd sooner gut you here and now and let your bile fertilize your precious plants. You have quite the way of inspiring comrades. Certainly such an act would let you sleep soundly at night. Your friends will watch over you intently. Such a sleep be akin to death, maybe even become it. So walk on, wench of the woods, but do so ahead of me.
Need something?
A small pile of
okay.
money on the ground. 57 gold. I wonder what the deal with that is. It might be theirs. It's very odd to just see gold sitting loose on the ground, not in an inventory or associated with any other items. I will be a bit cheeky. Quick save.
Home sweet home. Wait, I don't live here.
I love Jan so much. Oh, that line. I take the gold and talk to you, Madoff. No reaction for grabbing that gold.
Okay.
I mean, there's probably no harm in taking it. No, I will just leave that sitting on the ground. Right, if it is these guys, then I do not want to take it. And now we poke around this map, see what else we can find. This looks like a crossing? Nope, that is a crossing up there. Shadows. Okay. Shadows in the... Yeah, I forgot they run on all fours. They do look a bit wolfy, don't they?
Yep. Sure thing.
A skull breaker!
Oh, that is not good. Run is held. Guys, see if you can bail run
I
out
can hear you just fine.
with some magic missiles.
Nature's servant away.
Synchronized casting.
With vengeance!
There we go. Minsk took a little bit of damage there. Oh, I did not mean to heal Corgan. Never mind. That was just a fumble on the mouse.
You point, I punch.
Whatever.
Hello. What's up? Can do. Uh-huh. Need no problem.
I'd like to think that my killing those shadows has prevented them from attacking anyone else, but that is most likely not how this is going to go down. It's not going to bother checking that, is it? This game. Is that a cave? It is a cave. There is something up here. Umar Cave. That is bodies.
Hi. Consider it done.
Treasure chest.
Yes, yes.
Well, I mean, I don't trust this.
Be quick with it. I'll be paid well for this.
I haven't been this pleased with a group of folks since the Cormyreans sent the price of turnips through the roof during the onion famine.
Umber Hulk engaging. Okay. Pull back in case there's more.
Feel the backhand of justice! Turnip-hating scum!
Not that bad.
Oh, I can do that.
Now, Umber Hulks are not exactly what I'd describe as wolf-like, or shadow-like, or prone to...
By
Ooh.
Uncle Spanky's thumb!
It didn't like me trying to open it, did it? Mimic! Ah, it's a mimic! So what did it even do? Mimic glue, Jan, and then everyone saves versus a breath weapon?
Yep.
You need
Taste my steel!
The backhand of justice!
No, it doesn't move, it's just a... Mimic acid at Jan? Okay, just spits acid at people.
Yes.
Yes, that's kind of a fun way to implement the mimic. I was wondering how do they do that in object to a creature. Is that something a bit outside the scope of what we've really seen from these games? Where they spawn a creature on top of the static object and then it does...
What? Is there a griffin
you know,
about?
mimicky things.
I sense great evil, fabled treasure,
Treasure.
terrible
danger.
Probably
Possibly some spiders. Good dungeon dialogue, Nero. Yeah, and then the mimic does mimicky things out of the static chest object with the invisible creature stacked directly in front of it so we can access it. Do wonder what its other abilities might have done. But, you know, I'm glad we didn't have to find out. I made the saves. That's the mimic's blood. Blood of a mimic, Witcher have killed. Mimic's blood, often used in the creation of golems. Diamonds. Enchanted stuff.
What's up? Yep.
Jan, you can hold on to the blood for me.
Nature could find a home here if it were properly cleansed and balanced.
Bullets, +1 darts. Flash of bruiser mates,
Jon Johnson at your
which
service.
I need to remember to keep using. We are starting to run a... I was going to say we're starting to run a bit low on bolts. Look how many bolts of biting we have. No, we're not. No, want you running on the Mimic's blood, or should I stack it with all the other quest stuff on Jaheira? I think so. I don't want to kick him out of the party at some point and forget about it. Though it's likely we're going to hand that in before we encounter another party member. If there's not someone in this cave, then almost certainly. Now, another Umber Hulk? Yes. Yep, confusion. On the person who can cure confusion, of course.
Scum.
Aye, that be sounding right.
Venture forward, so we managed to pull both those one at a time, which seems like a very effective way of dealing with these. Much less threatening than the ones we fought at Nalia's castle, when they're just moving in one at a time.
Pardon, turnip reflex.
No trap or anything on this, Jan, you reckon? Silver necklace. That's right, we found silver necklace and diamonds, and that's stuff we were looking for back at Nira's camp, so we'll have to go do that at some point as well now.
Need some? Okay.
Ren, you've shaken off the confusion. You can come here and identify this enchanted stuff for me. Short sword +1, bolts. Arrows. We don't need the axes or the basic throwing knives. Don't need the scroll of charm person either, probably.
Hi.
And yeah, that looks about it. Small map, nowhere obvious for there to be a hidden door we've missed. And if we look on...
This is a dangerous life we seem to lead, it does seem. I wonder if you always think it will be so.
Honestly, I do not think of the future much, Jaheira. I'm just kind of going day by day. Current focus, I mean, beyond the scope of like, find Imowen, figure out what's happening with this Irenicus chappie. Yeah. Not at all. There must be some planning in place eventually. What happens when age begins to take you? Even I know what will happen eventually. Have you given any thought to this? I can affect my immediate future, but there are other factors in the long term. I would take an active hand in this, but I'm not the only one involved. I mean, yeah. I can affect my immediate future. There's other factors in the long term. All the Balspawn stuff. We don't know how that's going to work out, so... Yes, I suppose your heritage adds a complicating factor. You have a birthright of a sort. I wonder what you intend to do with it when your age grants you wisdom. In time, I will come to terms with it. I intend to live a normal life. I'll have all that is my due. There's a power here, and in time it will be mine. I don't like it's forcing me into this dichotomy here. The notion that a long, normal life and what is my due and the inheritance, and these are somehow opposing things. I think that's a bit of a false dichotomy, and it's something that, like, for my own safety, my own health, and something to put me against people like Saravok, or presumably this Irenicus fellow, by attempting to reconcile the two rather than going against it. I guess in time I'll come to terms with it. I intend to live a normal life. I mean, coming to terms with it and making it normal is more how I'd think this. So, a fine aspiration, if not the king's choice. I know very few kings that live in peace. Equally few inspire true loyalty in followers or their companions. She seems to have approved of that choice. So there is a path up there and up there. I might be able to get round behind the mountain.
We are all heroes.
Yep.
You and
Sure
Boo
thing.
and I. Hamsters and rangers everywhere. Rejoice!
Let us speak and be done with this.
Derek, you're on those wizard boat looking for Valgur, aren't you? I was thinking that is not a name that immediately rung any bells. I picked up a lot of side quests, so it might actually be, and this might be a lie, but I've forgotten if it is. So, Valgur who? Well, move on then. Get out of here. Bizarre? He's not even trying to stop me, he's just wandering off. Oh, Shadow.
Blast it.
Just the
Not
one?
gonna work.
Not moving in a pack. So there's another building up here. Where's the door? Over there. Yep. Belgar's cabin.
Hello. Can do.
Oh, there. More cowled ones are their servants, no doubt. By the gods, I swear you'll not live to take me to that damnable sphere.
That damnable sphere. Is that the giant sphere we've seen in the city? I haven't inspected that yet. This, another companion portrait. I'm no servant of anyone or anything. What are you talking about? I cannot. I breach your walls and seek tribute in blood or gold. You choose. I'm here on my own, so before you jump to conclusions, I would know your name. My name? My name is Valgar Korthala. I thought you knew this. You do not serve the wizards. I have hidden myself so desperately only to be set upon by chance. Ah, this is misfortune indeed. You might still be able to help me. A planar sphere appeared suddenly in the slums of Athkatla several weeks ago, which you may have seen. Indeed, I have. My ancestor, the necromancer Lavok, built that sphere and disappeared with it over 5 centuries ago. It has not been seen since until its reappearance. I have no desire to meet my ancestor, and even less desire to help the cowed wizards, who believe my body is the only key to enter the sphere, alive or no. They tried to force my cooperation. I was forced to defend myself and flee. Hidden away here, successfully I thought, until you came. Okay, so the cowed wizards are trying to get into the sphere, and they need you. Your body, specifically. Weird necromancy stuff, no doubt. I mean, who are you that I should believe you? How do you know you're lying to me? I mean, it'll be a really weird lie. But tell me. I cannot possibly see what to gain from it, so... Why should I fear this Lavok? This ancestor was almost certainly dead. Powerful necromancer, so maybe not. So, I will ask, though, what he thinks, what information he has. Why should you fear this Lavok? It has been a long time, but for all I know, time may work differently when travelling the plains. As for immortality, well, my ancestors extended his life before. That is a different story. I am the last of the Korthala line. That may mean little to you, but it means plenty to Lavok. When Lavok left Athkatla and the sphere, he was already many centuries old. Lavok extended his life by stealing the bodies of blood relations. If he yet lives, you can imagine my concern. This is also why my blood may allow entrance to the sphere. See, what you propose we do. My proposal is that we return to the city and enter the sphere. That way, I will know if Lavok lives. If he does, we can exterminate his ghoulish existence once and for all. You are more than welcome to whatever lies within the sphere, such as magical treasure and anything from Lavok's. Nothing of us interests me in the slightest. A lot of dialogue options here. I am interested in this quest. I'm wondering who I'd want to drop, though. What class would you be? You look roguish in appearance. I think that's a rogue. Could replace Jan. Be down a bit on the wizardry, but I mean, Nero's doing a lot of the blasting, so. So it always just sounds interesting while the Cowed Wizards not oppose us. The wizards will not rest until they get inside that sphere. One cannot hope to stand up to the Cowed Wizards for long, at least not without steady hands at one's back. I mean, I don't want to refuse. I wouldn't mind. Hey, I'm busy on this quest and I'm planning on completing stuff here before we get back to the city, so. I mean, join and we shall see what is inside this planet sphere. I shall leave you to proceed as you will. Good luck to you. I'll go, I refuse, but I shall leave you to proceed as you will. Good luck to you. And then hopefully. Oops. Again, I misclicked. My hand getting twitchy or something. Well, never mind. I will accept the party and then probably immediately kick him and then pick him up again once it comes time to go do the sphere thing. Most excellent. My family swore an oath long ago to kill Lavok should he ever reappear, and perhaps I will be able to fulfill it. My heartfelt thanks at your offer for aid. Yep, I should probably tell you before I agree. I intend to rescue an old friend of mine, Imowen. Been taken hostage by the Cowed Wizards. It could be dangerous. There is strength in numbers, as you say. If you wish to have my help in exacting a toll against the Cowed Wizards stand in your way, you'll hear no complaint from me. Let us be moving then. More than likely the Cowed Wizards will hear of my movements, and the fact that you accompany me soon enough. We shall have to be ready. We'll have to be careful with the Cowed Wizards now at our heels. It is a righteous cause. Another companion to stand our side is always welcome. Be welcome, brother of the woods. Is he a ranger rather than a rogue? That might be true. Together you and Boo and I shall stride forward to crush all evil in our wake. Woe betide evil. I think I can get Jan to just stand here so I can inspect our new party member. Which we will try. So, what's your deal, Valgar? A stalker? Which is a ranger kit, possibly? Servers, covert intelligence gathers come from both wilderness and urban settings. Spies, informants, and interrogators. Mastery of stealth. Stealth, backpack. And get some mage spells. Haste, protection from normal missiles, minus spell deflection. Yeah, you're a ranger. This spell list. Okay. Yeah. You're a stealth type ranger. I don't think I really want you. You can use a spear. Spear, katana. The Kothala family blade. Flying katana radiates magical energy when wielded by Valgyr. Respond only to those with the blood of the family in their veins. +2. And +2 against slashing on your AC. And inflicts bleeding. That's a good sword. And the family armor. Enchanted, +3. Yep, that's where all your resistance is coming from. Acid, fire, magical damage, immune to charm. Also pretty good. Only 25% rather than a bigger buff, but... Armor class 2. And this presumably lets you stealth. That is good. Then generic spear, generic longbow. You have a dagger in your inventory. Staff spear is a quarterstaff. Where's one of these enchanted spears? There we go. Spear of the Unicorn. You're already immune to charm, but eh. No one else is kicking around with anything? Don't think so. Yeah, cleric staff. Sure, I'm probably kicking out of the party immediately, but you can hold on to this spear. And you could have a shield. Think, what is your proficiencies? Yep, 2 weapon style because you're a ranger. I grabbed a second katana, you could have that instead. Which might not be bad. In the meantime, keep that shield. Yeah, that spear is just worse than keeping the katana on you, so you can have the enchanted spear, but I do think dual wielding katanas would be the way to build you. Yeah. Won't take a look at your biography or anything yet. Going through. Racial enemy golems. See how often that comes up.
I'm still here.
And I can level you up now while I'm here.
Well, are we to separate on this note?
So can I get Yan to just stand here? I moved on, Yan. Been fun, I should say. Yep. If you want to hook up again, most likely be tending my turnips in the slums. Look for the tower. That's just not possible, Yan. Wait for us right here. We'll come back. Excellent. Thank you. You are a wonderful friend. Anyway, yeah. So, Valgyar, let's get you leveled up. 12 hit points. And a weapon proficiency. 2 weapon style. Yeah, you can't go higher than any of this. You've got spear and katana. So, I mean, you're not using an offhand weapon yet, but I reckon that is how we'll build you. So we'll get you like that. So it's 13 if we try again. 9. Just throw it in something. 15. Okay. And we'll use sample 3. 13, 9, 15. 13. Sure, that's acceptable. 2 weapon style. Benethako, you're up to level 2 3 spells. Yeah. You're a character I'll probably get for your quest, but I don't know if I'll be using you after that point. Just because you're a stealth backstab focused guy. And I know, it's not really the sort of playstyle that seems to appeal to me.
Beard. A ghost from my past? Looking to buy some turnips, perhaps?
Thanks, but no thanks. Sort you out to have you join my party. And back to as we were.
Are we through? I should like to know if we are to continue.
We'll split up for now.
As you wish. If you change your mind, I would still like to travel with you. I still think I have much to see in this world.
Turn to my cabin in the hills for now. Right, we'll go there if we need you again. Cool.
Yep.
And he needs to leave the cabin in order to go to the cabin, because that's how that works.
Sure thing.
Oh, more shadows.
Victory
This
has
time it's a pack.
That's not gonna work.
And a spotted lion to sort of accompany them.
Get down, everyone!
That's an odd combination.
Don't yell. I can hear you just fine.
Yep, so shadows, yeah, they don't take acid damage. I believe I knew that, but I had not remembered it.
Hello, can do.
We poke along there. Poke along there, and oh, you can go this way, guys. We'll scout out this top side, and then that's the entire map explored. Look at that, Umar Hills. Now we've been often, or in and out of a couple of those sub-areas yet. Yeah, this is not developed. We haven't actually left the area and come back yet, which I'll be willing to bet a small amount of confidence on. But that's the trigger for Madoff and the rest moving on. So, yeah, off we go to explore what's going on in these wolves. Temple ruins, huh? 4 hours further north. Shadow Thief, please, death, too many. Ah.
What's up?
And then
No
he dies.
problem.
Interesting. Shadow Thief. With a journal. Leland's journal. This journal was found on the body of the shadow-slain warrior that you stumbled upon near the entrance to the Dark Woods. The last entry is of particular interest. Okay, yeah. So this is one of the adventurers. Nothing is as I'd imagine it would be. I expected to become a hero when I joined Mazzy Fenton's party. I expect that we will slay monsters for ease and bask in the glory of victory as they do in the old tales. But it is not as it seems. I did not expect the drudgery of the march, the casual horror of the slaughter, the smell of death everywhere. I swear I can taste it. I killed so many shadows and black wolves that my brain has become numbed. That my brain has become as numb as my arm. I'm covered in ichor, but have not the energy to even clean myself. As for Mazzy, I think that I would be... if not for Mazzy, I think that I would be mad. She is a constant source of strength and always reminds us of the innocence that these beasts have killed, of the horror that we must take upon ourselves to save the people who have no defense. Mazzy is the hero here, not I. Shadows and black wolves. Black wolves is not something we've seen so far. The battle has only just begun. Today we arrived at the entrance to the ruined temple. It was crawling with shadows. Were it not for Mazzy's quick thinking, we would surely be dead. There were far too many to fight. But Mazzy used the stained glass of the ruins to reflect what light we had. Minsk commenting in the background. And Gorgon. Okay, stained glass to reflect the light she had, illuminating the entrance, sending the shades to their doom. While the stained glass caught the light, we were able to find a pocket of safety. Any shadows that came from within were destroyed by the light. That sounds like a hint for a mechanic. Jahira, I'm reading, that's why we're standing about. I need to pause before we do stuff like this in the future. Tomorrow, we will attempt to enter the temple in the darkness. I've never felt such dread. I try to be as brave as Mazzy, but cannot. I feel the horrible, inescapable urge to run, and when the battle is joined, I can only hope I will not.
It is strange that we stand about when there is so much to do.
Okay, so... So, Party Rogue has fled. Well, Anath, that looks like werewolf. Presumably Mazzy's party's not doing well. Anath, you will not steal my vengeance.
Feel the backhand of justice!
Need something?
We need to rest and get defenses back up.
Consider it done.
Armor's down after that time traveling.
Yep.
Gorgon is encumbered? Your ability score drained? Did you just lose a bunch of strength in that one fight? from the shadow. Well, I guess we're sleeping here until Corgan heals up. Maneuvering in daytime, if it's possible, also seems like a pretty good idea here.
What's up? Uh-huh.
So, lots of ways to go. Yeah, Wolf Cave.
Yep.
That is where the werewolf ran off into. We shall follow it.
Need something? You betcha.
What's going on here, friend?
Best you make peace with your demons before I send you to meet them.
Before I send you to meet him. Man things. Curse you and curse the world. Can a wolf not enjoy her last meal in peace? We're just immediately hostile to her? I would not have thought that. Maybe she'll correct us here. We've come to put an end to the evil of you and your wolves. You preyed on your last innocent, because I'm really not convinced the werewolves have done anything. My wolves? Ha! No longer fool. The pack has fallen under the fell magics of the Shade Lord. Your hunting has gone awry. Yeah, that's kind of what I figured. You suggest the Shade Lord is responsible, yet here you gnaw on the carcass of a human. Why would I sleaze such idiocy? Maybe so, villagers spoken of wealth that leads her pack to murder innocent families. You mustn't live. Explain yourself. Who is this Shade Lord and what has he done to your pack? This place was not always like this, floating in a false and unholy darkness. It began only a short time ago. The ruins to the east of the den have long been a foreboding place to my pack and me. We had no desire to tread the ground of the fallen temple. The temple was once dedicated to Amalnator, a sun god, and a great prophetess is buried within. It was holy ground once, though now it has failed. It is obvious that Manotor's power has waned, for if this were still his consecrated ground, my doom would never have arisen from the bowels of the temple. Go on. Some weeks ago, muted rumblings were heard beneath the earth. We paid little heed to them until the skies darkened and the shadows deepened. It was high noon when it happened, and the pack gathered so that I might calm them. I thought it to be an eclipse, but it was not. The Shade Lord came among us then. He dominated my wolves, my children, with a glance. I changed form and leapt at his darkness, but he merely laughed. Enough, he said. Bend to my will, for you shall be the means of my revenge. He walked amongst the terrified wolves and killed them all with a touch. Once they were dead, his darkness reached out to the corpses of my children and animated them as shade wolves. Numb with terror and sorrow, I ran. I've hidden these last few weeks from the shades that were once wolves and the darkness that creeps out from the temple that once imprisoned the Shade Lord. I will hide no more. This man I killed only to gather the strength to face the Shade Lord. Wants only to kill, and those he kills, be they man-thing or wolf, arise as shades in his army. Will you allow me this revenge, or do I have to fight you as well? The Shade Lord seems to be the true source of evil in this land, and we will help you kill him. Meet him at the temple to the east of this den. Beware of the shadows that lurk there. Make sure you are prepared before you enter it. Can you pass past us? There you go.
Okay.
I can examine the pool.
Yep. Sure thing.
So, undead spectral ghost wolves. Still no sign of our ranger. Because it wasn't her dead in her cabin, so entirely possible she was just being killed out in the woods. So, lots of winding paths to go. All vaguely heading the correct direction.
the love of crumb cake! That wasn't even close, was it?
There's some good canopy trees. I can kind of see what's going on, but they still give that impression of a choking branches above.
Be quick with it.
Come on, melee, into the battle.
Ready for anything.
I'm gonna get some good works out of those what are they called? Mini meteors? Melf's minute meteors. At least I think that was what she was shooting.
What's up? No problem.
Yeah, it even persisted past the rest.
Jon Jonsson at your
Talking about the
service.
rest, Jan, create your bruiser mates.
Uh-huh. Consider it
go.
done.
I get 5 of those per rest, and if I don't use the ability, I don't get them at all. Yeah, down the bottom of the map now.
Taste my steel! Oh, for the love of crumb cake! That wasn't even close, was it?
What do you want?
Victory!
Darling?
Unclear! Destruction! Black.
Luckily, these shadows, we can cut through them real easily. If we couldn't do that, it could be a bit of a problem. I mean, you saw the Korgan getting immobilized. Let's go strength score sapped out of him.
Taste my steel!
I'm wondering if this Shade Lord is going to be... Well, I'm wondering how strong this Shade Lord is going to be in comparison to the minions. Will there be a big jump once I get up to the temple itself? Or will it be something I can handle? We were told to make sure we're prepared.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! That's not gonna work. Yes!
I haven't found the temple yet. This is kind of where I would have expected it to be. We'll run across it, just keep exploring through the woods.
Nature,
Blast
take the life she
It's not
gave.
gonna work.
Great
Blast it.
fun!
It's not gonna work.
And back to the top of the map. So I am curious about the point of intersection, confluence between the stuff, the Shade Lord, the Shades, and the Skinwalkers stuff. Because I still feel like they're related. With this note, never followed up on. Yeah, I mean, it's not like the Shade Lord or the Shade Lord matches that description in any way whatsoever. Oh, this is the temple. Oh, we're following up the Ryzak and this skin switching skeletons once we get back to the Umar Hills. And handing them the Mimic Blood. I forgot to hand him the Mimic Blood.
Fall creature and feed
Happy to
the
help.
earth.
There's a lot of them.
Try to help anyway. That's it?
get Zangar's Scorcher out here. See if you can't shoot down along their flank. Perfect.
Blast it. That's not gonna work.
Only slightly friendly fire on that.
Not right.
So, Corgan got his strength drained again. All down to 12. Yep, he is very encumbered now. We'll need to have a rest up here. Yeah, that was not too threatening for the amount of enemies that were pouring in.
Not words.
What's up?
Yes, a standard tactic.
I await your move.
Me axe be bloody ready.
Uh-huh. Need something? Okay.
So this fountain is filled with a dark, thick liquid that reeks of death and decay. We are just going to need to rest to get Corgan back up and running again.
Hi.
Our actions are good and will serve the greater balance.
Can't exactly go in with one of my party members when that party member cannot move.
Blast it. That's not gonna work. Blast it. That's not gonna work.
Whoops.
Blast it. That's not gonna work.
Yep, sure thing.
Yeah, that was a pretty clean engagement though.
Hello.
I mean, we didn't get the proper rest, but what we did get was enough to get Corgan back up and active, which is what we wanted.
You need my skills, I see.
What's up?
So,
Can do.
onwards we proceed.
Blast it. That's not gonna work.
Ren, it's a trap. Use the mirror to the left of the crystal there. To gather what light is left and avenge my pack. Mirror there?
Uh-huh.
Yep. Yeah, Al's been
problem.
overrun.
Whoops.
Blast
A
it.
skull
It's not
breaker.
gonna work.
The polished glass of this ruined window catches some of the weak light that the darkened gem puts forth. You could arrange the pane in such a manner to, project light if you wish. When you turn the pane of polished glass, reflects the light from the gem and the area brightens. And a bunch of enemies spawned around you.
I can.
They just die if they enter. Well,
Consider
probably
it done.
shouldn't have
I am ready.
ran out there, but it's alright. We can cut through these guys.
Whoops.
A skull breaker.
Blast it. That's not gonna work. I'm ready.
Yeah, Nero's thrown out a lot of non-functional shots. Yeah, basic non-magical bullets, that's why. Unfortunately, I don't think I really want to use a spell either. So just run around to avoid wasting some ammunition for a second.
Hi. Yep.
Yeah, I feel like we were meant to use that mirror to...
Though it never seems to last.
I mean, the lens and the crystal to trivialize that fight, but the fight itself was not actually very difficult.
Hello.
The edges of this pit are scratched and torn, as if some large creature has moved through here recently. The darkness of the pit is a black so deep it strains your eye just to see it. Down the stairs. Looks like the way. Yep, dungeon entrance. See what's down here.
What? Is there a grig on it?
Jan will want you exploring. This looks like the sort of place that will have traps.
Best be paid well for this.
Every hamster has his day.
That's interesting. The Shade Wolves are taking acid damage from Korgan. The normal Shades weren't taking acid damage from acid arrows.
Don't yell. It shall be
I wonder
done
if it's
with skill
because of
and
the
care,
weapon and
if not
its
brevity.
bonus, or if it is just that Shade Wolves and Shades have different resistances.
It is about
What do you have killed?
Speed is done.
You're at once, your worship.
Yaks be
Yep.
bloody
The
ready.
Skeleton Warriors. Those are Shade
that be
Wolves.
sounding right.
What's up? Okay.
Aye, I'll do as you wish.
I get that these Skeleton Warriors are kind of just that size to make them look more elite, intimidating.
Nature's servant awaits.
But it does make me wonder what sort of beasties they would be to leave skeletons that large. Ogre skeletons, perhaps?
Armored, sharpened, and raring to go.
What'll it be? I suppose.
I just noticed this ominous looking glass pane down here. Pane of shadow, maybe. That'd be difficult to get through. Yep. All the greater Shade Wolf. Normal Shade Wolf.
With vengeance!
Need something?
And I guess we're going in.
Jump on my sword while you can, Evil. I won't be as gentle.
Magic resistance, magic resistance.
Oh, for the love of crumb cake! That wasn't even close, was it?
Hi. Sure thing.
So, an inventory to examine.
I'll do
Yeah,
it
do you reckon that's clear? Looks like someone died there from the remains. A body being dragged down here by the wolves.
Yep, can do.
Ah, this reminds me of the turnip sellers. Except Uncle Gerhardt isn't passed out by the turnip still in the corner.
More swords to sell.
You need my skills, I see. You know,
All looks clear
this
here.
reminds me of that time
Amuana's
way
bones.
back.
The bones of the child prophetess Amuana. The bones have been defiled and gnawed upon by the Shade Wolves. Okay, so is there something we can do to restore this place?
Ready for anything.
They are quite heavy. So, Jahira, your quest item hauler. So, grab those.
Hello.
And we need to
No
find a way
problem.
to reconsecrate this ground. Shadow Jailer. You shall not free the Master's consort, mortal. Is the child prophetess the Shade Lord's child consort?
Fall, creature, and feast the earth!
That's not gonna work.
What's up?
Live by the sword. Live a good long time.
Is the consort in one of these cells, perhaps?
Blast it! That's not gonna work. Happy to help. To try to help. I'll do it.
Key. Shadow prison key. Yeah, open prison cells in the shadow dungeon.
Consider it done.
Ho, noble friends. I beg your
Ah,
assistance in
Mazzy.
this evil place.
you're the adventure you heard about, and it looks like you're a companion. Well met. Who addresses me?
Your Grace, I am Mazzy Fenton, a valiant servant of justice and righteousness.
As you can see, I could use your assistance. And you shall have it. How did you come to be here, Mazzy? I am an adventurer. I led my party here to discover the source of the evil that has befallen the area, which became abundantly clear when it slaughtered my companions at the Shadow Altar. You have fought my jailers, the Shadows. Those unfortunate souls are the remnants of live victims who have been perverted by the powers of the Dark Fiend, the Shade Lord. Why is it here, and what does it want? It is here to dominate and to conquer. The Shade Lord seems to feed on the corruption of souls. If it is not stopped, it will continue to build its army of shadows. We're here to get rid of the Shade Lord. Why don't you tell us of your attempt? My companions and I were hired by Minister Lloyd of Immonsvale to find the ranger Morella, as well as look into the rash of killings that has plagued the area. We found Morella's journal, as did I, which mentioned the unholy darkening of this land. The local legends tell of how the Shade Lord was struck down by a Numator ages ago. We entered the temple ruins and found it infested with shadow magic. The Shade Wolves here are from the wolf packs that roamed these hills mere weeks ago. Though through tomes and other clues, my party learned that a perverted altar of a Minotaur can only be reached through the bowels of this place, of an altar. We had to find sun gems so the doors of darkness that the Shade Lord had placed along our path could be opened. They can be acquired if one passes a Numator's tests. We searched for the 3 parts of the key to the door that leads to the horror that the Shade Lord commands. The Shade Lord commands a shadow dragon, a most deadly foe. We were struck down as he laughed, and I am unsure of how to defeat such a creature. Most horrible of all, the Shade Lord took the life force from my friends and turned them to members of his cursed army. My beloved Patrick has become a hideous shadow. I would gladly have sold my life with my friends. The Shade Lord will not let the dragon kill me. He wants me to become what he calls his consort. Okay, that's the mention of the consort. He is not a creature of this plane and must possess a body feeding on its life. He inhabits Morella now, and he plans to use my own body once Morella grows weak, I suspect. Okay, that's what happened to Morella. I've come to believe that this altar, which the Shadow Dragon guards, is the secret of this place. A way must be found to pass the beast, for he cannot be killed by such as us. The Shade Lord and his altar must be destroyed. I am uninjured and ready to fight with you if you will have me. Yep, I will take Mazzy along. I need to figure out how to kick, though. It's not going to be Minsk. Korgan is very powerful and useful. Here's the healer. Nira or Yan. I think I probably get a bit more use out of Nira's spellcasting than Yan's spellcasting, though Yan is our only thief. Bugger. Do I kick Korgan? Do I kick Nira? I might kick Nira. I need to go back to... Yeah, I need to go back to Nira's encampment anyway. I got the ingredients for the amulet quest. So, yeah, we could use a Valiant Sword Arm. You could, if you wish to join us, Mazzy. Then we shall travel together as companions. With Avarine's blessing, our partnership shall be a fruitful one. I should tell you first, perhaps, that I intend to rescue an old friend of mine named Imowen after this is done. It could be quite dangerous. Truly? Another is held captive below by the Shade Lord. No, Imowen was taken hostage by the cowed wizards in Athkatla. I intend to free her from their clutches. A noble cause I shall be glad to help you with. Yep, Nira, I will see you later on.
You really want me to go? Constant peril and endless hikes aside, I thought we were having fun.
Sorry, Nira, but you must go for now. Perhaps you can join me later.
Very well. You know where to find me if you change your mind.
Yep, the Hidden Refuge. Goodbye for now. Did she just drop a suit of leather armor? Was that always? No, that is vaguely weird.
How may I? Fair enough, my friend.
Now, Mazzy. Fighter, level 8, but you're due to level up, so... Also proficiency. Short sword. Oh, you're an archer. Very good with a short bow. Okay. Yep, base fighter. Helmets, whatever. 15, 18, 16. Equipment-wise, you have chainmail, but good weapons. The Bow of Averine. Enchanted bow has been in Mazzy Fenton's possession for several years, given to her by her god, Averine. It is usable only by halflings, gives a +2 bonus to hit. Huh. Is that on all bows? It just shows you what the currently equipped things are? I guess so. And your short sword. Another gift to Mazzy from Averine. The short sword may only be used by halflings. Champs exists given the ability to slow any opponent struck. Save versus 1 negates, but movement rate slowed by 2 for 45 seconds. Huh. An immunity to slow and stun on yourself. Did we keep any useful armor for you? I mean, this orc leather is probably still an improvement. Yep. Even though it is lighter armor. Yeah, look at that. Base 4, then 2 against slashing, 3 against missile and piercing. Yep, that is a strict upgrade. And a helmet, the Eyes of Truth. You already have infravision, I think, as a halfling, but protection against critical hits. From an extremely large, slightly silly looking helmet. And yeah, I think that's all the equipment I have to give you. Oh, no, with Mail of the Dead, that might be better too. Toss that over to you. And I can throw some enchanted arrows, maybe? Got some flaming arrows, seem like they could be useful in this dungeon. Actually running a bit low on just normal enchanted arrows. Ren's burning through them pretty fast. Might want to switch Ren over to melee for a bit. So, Mail of the Dead versus your current armor. 1 better AC will make you worse against crushing, however. Missile piercing, slashing. I don't know what sort of damage we're going to find. I might actually just stick with the Orc Mail. Resistance to missile, armor class 4. Or, yeah, I don't know how common crushing attacks are going to be. I mean, you'll only be 1 worse against crushing, so... Sure, we'll leave like that. You can use the Mail of the Dead. Oh, so we have a new party member. And now, quick save and you'll level up, Mazzy. You get 18 hit points and additional weapon proficiency. Wow, your level jump by a bit. Look at that save and Thaco increase. So you are focused very much on the bow. Yeah, Grandmaster. +3 to hit, +5 to damage. We're not going to make you better with a short sword than we are with a bow. So do we want sword and shield style? That could be interesting. -2 AC against missile weapons. Does that apply even if you're not wielding a sword and shield? I do not know, but I think we'll go for it. So, a point in sword and shield style for Mazzy. And 18 hit points. So, reload, level up, 17 hit points. Reload, level up. Oops. 18 hit points. Reload, level up. 17 hit points. Okay, we're just getting around in the same ballpark. So, 17 hit points, that's fine. Sword and shield style. I need to get you a shield. I mean, Chihiro's currently using that one. Falcon is currently using that one. We don't have a spare somewhere. I gave our spare away already. Somewhat unfortunate, but well, you're running around with the bow anyway.
Hi. Yep, okay.
And this looks like, yeah, this is going to be a pretty major dungeon. Why am I head into this other cell? Anything happening? I can examine you. Complethen's journal, second half. This is half of a page of parchment, yellowed and crumbling with age and speckled with old stains. The top of the page is torn and jagged, as if whipped from its other part. Its ink is faded, but still legible, however, and reads, "Standing in the south of the area, placed carefully within a standing column of rock. These columns are common in the area, and this common is different only that it is in a clearing surrounded by a copse of trees. I intend to send this journal on to my family so that if I happen to make it home, one of them might track down my cash and benefit from us. Hidden treasure. Surrounded by a copse of trees. Suggests to me it's not in the dungeon. So, it might be a second before we run into the cause of all this, so. The ammunition, I took those bullets on instinct because I knew Nero was running low, but we don't have Nero in the party anymore. So, Jan, you get both of these.
Hello.
Yeah, and I've nothing to do but to keep running through here. Track down the Shade Lord, the Shade Dragon, and do all that good stuff. But, however, I do think that is a next time sort of deal. So, yeah, we've made good progress. We've made some people quite happy. Minsk has enjoyed being out in the wilderness, doing good. We've found some new party members. We've, yeah, done a dungeon. Part of a dungeon. And I think my voice is starting to go a little bit on me. You've probably been able to tell I'm getting a bit croaky and stumbling over my words more as we go on, so I reckon it's a very good time to call it here. But thank you very much. Any potential VOD watchers who get to this and hear me say this, I see you. You're appreciated. And I shall be back again next time, next Thursday, continuing where we left off. I'll see you then. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.